Okay.
Oh
Are we
Man, we got
here?
7 people in the chat now.
I never know because OBS is so weird. Oh, I see some people left chats.
working.
I hope I'm live. Oh, it's working. Confirmed.
Yeah.
Hello.
Confirmed by the chat.
Hello.
Yes, it is. We're here.
Hello, Shaheem.
How everybody doing?
It's about to be a sweet and spooky Saturday night. It is. Hi, Lanessa. Matthew. Thank you. Chris, hi. Oh my gosh, D. Hi.
D discriminator?
The D.
Here.
Okay. Welcome back to another Tablescreams. We're going to be doing a live reading of The Cabin in the Woods. Are you guys excited? I'm excited. I have an amazing group of people here with me.
Yes.
Here is Rocco, our narrator. Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes. So I'm Rocco. You all know. If you don't, I am here. I'm playing Jules and a bunch of other characters.
Icon.
And I'm excited. I get to be in my himbo outfit right now, or not really him. I guess everybody said I look like an e-girl. I don't think that's true. But yeah, so we're vibing.
Love that. Thank you for being here and being our narrator.
Yeah, I live here.
Yeah, you do. Melissa, oh my god, queen. Tell us about you, even though everyone knows you.
Hi. I'm Melissa. I've been doing this now. Oh my god, it's been almost a year, guys.
It's gonna be a year in July, guys.
Aside from this, I like making cool spooky art on the side, and I also do some graphic design. I usually do the thumbnails and some of the promo work you might have seen. And yeah.
She's an absolute queen. Who are you playing tonight?
Oh yeah, I know I'm gonna be our icon, Marty, everyone's favorite pothead, and a couple of other little characters here.
Yes, we have a bad bitch Marty this time. We have 2 final girls now, so love that for us. Oh my god. Hi, Queen Jhownee. Tell us about you, boo. Who are you playing?
Hi, I'm Jhownee. I'll be playing Holden and the director tonight, and I'm so happy and so proud to be here. Ah!
Yes, we love having you. Dylan,
Thank you.
who are you playing tonight?
Hello, I am playing the roles of Hadley and Curt and some other little roles on the side. I'm Dylan Dagenais. I'm a voice actor, producer, and composer.
Yes.
And I've been on a couple of these now. And
Yes.
I'm here.
He also has a really cool podcast where he covers creature features, and I've been on 2 episodes. Check that out.
It's called Hot for Creature, and I have a new podcast coming out very soon as well.
Oh my god, I can't wait! Oh my god!
Whoa.
Special announcement!
We just recorded the first episode.
You heard it first here at Sweet and Spooky.
Literally, we also heard it first here.
And now we have 2 lovely guests. It's their first time being here. I'm so excited to have Ken and Ashley from Sledgehammer Horror. Tell us about you guys. Who are you playing?
So I'm Ashley Sledge, and I'm playing Lynn, the nervous lab coat lady, and then a Japanese schoolgirl.
Love it.
It's only taken 17 years for this fantasy finally to become a reality.
Yeah.
Oh my god. We're early and we're
Ken
here.
Sledge, of Sledgehammer Horror, and I will be playing Sitterson and Mordecai. So we are very, very excited to be here. Big fans of you, Sweet and Spooky, everybody else on the panel. And it's amazing to finally get the chance to work with all of you.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Ken has been asking to be a part of these for a while now, so I'm so happy he's here.
I finally broke her down enough.
She was like, okay, I guess.
No, I was waiting for the perfect role, and a couple people actually that watch your channel told me that you love Cabin in the Woods, so I knew I had to ask you.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite movies of the last 10 years.
I didn't even know that.
Perfect. Yeah.
I love it. Okay, I'm gonna read a little bit of the chat and then we're gonna get this going.
Yeah.
Hi, Larry. Thanks for being here. You've never seen this movie. That's okay, D. We don't judge. Oh, Kayla, hello. I don't think I've ever seen you here before. Hello, Nathan. I don't think I said hi to you before. Hello, hello. We got lots of love for Ken and Ashley. I love that. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling the love, you guys.
Yes.
Oh, there's a question. Yes. Yes, Sledgehammer Heart is a channel. I have everybody's links in the description, so be sure to check them out. All right, guys. We're feeling it. Are we ready? Rocco, you feeling good?
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling pretty as hell. All right.
Let's go.
All right. Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming out to Sweet and Spooky's present reading of our interpretation of the Cabin in the Woods script. Interior break room morning. Steve Hadley and Richard Sitterson are working white-collar Joes, getting coffee and vending snacks as they chat. Hadley is blandly handsome, Sitterson bordering on nerdy, but they have a sweet rapport.
Hormonal. I mean, I don't usually fall back on, it's women's issues.
But childproof how? Like gates and stuff?
No, dude. She bought gates. They're stacked up in the hall. She did the drawers. We're not even sure this fertility thing is gonna work, and she screwed in these little jobbies where you can't even open the drawers.
We can't even open up at all?
No, I mean, they open like an inch. Then you got to dig your finger in. I mean, it's a nightmare.
Well, I guess sooner or later.
No, later. She did the cabinets. Kid won't be able to reach those till he's 30, assuming we have a kid.
Hoisting files and, in Sitterson's case, a small white cooler, the kind that might carry organs, they exit into interior hall continuous. It's an anonymous concrete maze. A few other workers pass by as the men talk.
It's a talisman. It's an offering.
You have women's issues.
Please. You of all people?
It's a jinx. Guarantees we won't get pregnant, and it takes me 20 fucking minutes to get a fucking beer.
Wendy Lynn, a nervous woman in a lab coat, joins them.
Stockholm went south.
Seriously? I thought we were looking good.
What cracked?
I haven't seen the footage. Word's just going around.
That scenario's never been stable. You can't trust, what do you call people from Stockholm?
Hadley points at him.
That means there's just Japan. Japan and us.
Not the first time it's come to that.
Japan has a perfect record.
And we're number 2, so we try harder.
It's cutting close.
They turn a corner and find a row of golf carts at the end of a long, featureless hall. The boys hop in.
That's why it's in the hands of professionals.
They hire professionals. What happens to us?
You guys better not be messing around in there.
Does this mean you're not in the betting pool this year? Big money.
I'm just saying, it's key scenario.
I know what you're saying. 98 was the chem department's fault. And, where do you work again? Wait, it's coming back to me.
He peels out, Sitterson trying not to spill his coffee. We stay with them.
It's gonna be a long weekend if everyone's that puckered up. Hey, you want to come over Monday night? I'm gonna pick up a couple power drills and liberate my cabinets.
This is the cabin in the woods. Interior, Dana's bedroom continued. Dana Polk, a thoughtful college sophomore, packs for a trip and bops softly to Vanessa Carlton's 1,000 Miles. She takes a stack of books assigned to her for her political science class and drops them in her suitcase. She crosses to get some socks and notices a battered sketchbook. She pauses, picking it up and flipping through her sketches till she gets to a portrait of a handsome 30-something-year-old man with longish hair and glasses. Dana stares sadly at the picture when Jules Loudon bursts into frame next to her. Jules is bubbly, sexy, and as of 10 minutes ago, blonde. What a piece of shit. Dana snaps the sketchbook shut, startled.
I was in a hurry.
You know what I mean? Why haven't you stuck that asshole's picture on the dartboard yet?
It's not that Oh my god, your hair!
Very fabulous, no.
I can't believe you did it.
But very fabulous, right? Hurry up with the very fabulous. I'm getting insecure about it now.
Oh my god, no. It's awesome. It looks really natural and it's great with your skin. I just didn't think you were gonna.
Impulse. I woke up this morning and I thought, I want to have more fun. And who is it that has more fun?
Curt's gonna lose it.
He'll have more fun too. And so will you while we're burning this picture.
I'm not ready to. Seriously? This isn't his fault.
What's not his fault? Being 38 and married? Fucking his student? Or breaking up with her via email?
I knew what I was getting into.
Right. Dana Pope. Home record. Please, you know what you're getting into this weekend? She holds up Dana's bikini from her open drawer. This. And if Holden's as cute as Curt says he is, possibly getting out of it.
That's the last thing. If you guys treat this like a setup, I'm gonna have, like, no fun.
I'm not pushing, but we're packing this, which means we definitely won't have room for... She pulls out the books Dana packed.
Oh, come on! What if I get bored?
And these'll help. Capotal Volume 1. State and Revolution. Girl, no. We have a lake. We have a keg. We are girls on the verge of going wild. Look at my hair, woman.
It is great.
Think fast. A rogue football whizzes past their heads, flying out of the window behind them. The thrower of the football steps into the room. It's Jules' boyfriend, Curt Vaughn.
Well, faster than that.
Curt! Dana moves to look out the window and is in time to see Curt's friend, Holden McCrae, who runs into the street and catches the ball. It's an impressive catch.
Yes! Nice!
Is that Holden?
Come on up. Transferred from state. Best hands on the team. He's a sweet guy.
And he's good with his hands, Dana.
I'm sort of seeing this girl, but you're way blonder than she is, and I was thinking maybe we could.
He pries the books
What
from
is
Jules.
What are these? What are you doing with these?
Okay, I get it. I'll leave the books.
Where'd you get these? Who taught you about these?
I learned it from you, okay? In mock weep, she flees the room. Curt holds the first book up to Dana.
Seriously? Professor Bennett covers this whole book in his lectures. Isn't this the one about how much a coat costs? This is so boring. Also, you have no pants.
He tosses the books back on the bed, calling out to
Holden! Crazy mad skills of catching!
Dana, panic, hoists her jeans on. Before she leaves, she decides to toss the sketchbook in her bag. Interior, living room, continuous. Jules is opening the door for Holden, and he's even better looking up close. Less of a wild man than Curt.
You lit it in my hands. I did nothing but hold him out.
He tosses it back to Curt and grabs his weekend duffel bag, entering. Hi, I'm Jules.
Hi, man. Curt did not exaggerate.
Well, that's a first.
Dude, this is Dana.
Hey.
Holden, really nice to meet you, and thank you guys for letting me crash your weekend. I'll just put a disclaimer up front. You don't have to explain any of your inside jokes. I'll probably be drunk and think they're funny anyway. Should I left out the part about being drunk?
With hindsight, yeah.
Damn. Can I help anybody carry anything?
Exterior street, outside a bit later. Holden is dumping Jules' last suitcase into the Rambler, the trailer Curt owns, with the dirt bike attached to the rear. Dana takes it from him, shooting him a polite smile as he turns back to Jules and Curt.
That pretty much it?
Fucking better be, Jules. It's a weekend, not an evacuation.
Trust me when I say there's nothing in those cases you won't be glad I brought.
Well, hey, I'll shut right up.
A car carefully parks near the trailer. Marty Mikulski is getting out of the driver's seat while smoking a huge doobie-doobie-doo. His friends instantly look around, making sure there aren't any cops in the area. Marty!
What the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
You know, people in this town drive in a very counterintuitive manner, and that's what I have to say.
Do you want to spend the whole weekend in jail? because we'd all like to get to check out my cousin's country home and not get boned in the ass by a huge skinhead.
Marty, honey, that's not okay.
Well, statistical facts. Cops will never pull over a man with a huge bong in his car. Why? They fear this man. They know he sees farther than they and will bind them with ancient logic. Have you gone gray?
You are not bringing that thing in the Rambler.
This thing, excuse me, this sensual little sex type is named Barbara Cush.
Ugh.
Dude, seriously? You couldn't pick someone hotter? Or under the age of 90?
Was Emily Blunt taken?
On the nose.
He pours the water out, removes the bowl, sticks it in a little holder inside the tube, and telescopes the entire thing down, pulling out a lid off the bottom and popping it on top, making it look exactly like a can of Fresca.
What, are you stoned?
The gang raises an eyebrow as Marty hops in.
Dana, my fair maiden, do you have any food?
Yeah, I think she packed a can of Ligma in her suitcase.
Marty flips him off as Curt revs the engine.
Everybody ready?
Woo! Yes!
Woo! Let's get this show on the road!
From high up, we see the Rambler rolling off into the distance. We pull back to reveal that we've been watching the scene through a teleprompter as a group of 6 men in clean room suits stand silently. We're back in the lab from earlier. After a beat, one speaks into his earpiece. Chest is empty. It's right on time. And we're good for a cleanup. Go, go, go. Interior control room day. A thick metal door wheezes open. A military guard standing behind it. His name is Alex Truman, and his exact military affiliation is unclear. He's uptight, exacting, and pretty new to all this.
All right, identification, please.
Reversed on Citizen and Hadley as they pull off their badges and swipe over Truman's handheld reader.
All right. Shit. Mr. Citizen, Mr. Hadley, thank you. Please come in.
The control room has 2 levels. On the lower level are a couple of tables with built-in monitors and phones. The upper level behind them was a wonderland of screens, switches, and dials, with 2 rolling chairs for Citizen and Hadley to move in. Hadley and Citizen make their way up, talking with Truman.
What's your name?
Alex Truman, sir.
Well, this isn't the Army, Truman, so you can drop the sir. But Citizen does like to be called ma'am.
Or Honey Toes.
He will also answer to Honey Toes. Are you clear on what's going to be happening here?
Yeah, I've been prepped extensively.
And did they tell you that being prepped is not the same as being prepared?
Yeah, they told me. I'll hold my post, Mr. Hadley. I'll see it through.
Not much else you got to do. Stand watch, check IDs. Shouldn't be a lot more than that. And you got to get us coffee.
They also told me to try to make me get you coffee.
Balls. You make him get us coffee with your gun?
And that you would try to make him do that.
It wasn't funny last time either.
Hadley is shrugging, hitting a bank of switches on the wall that audibly powers up the control room. Citizen rolls onto another bank of controls and flips the cover off of the row of buttons.
Let's light this candle up, boys. Up is go on your command.
The screens all come to white blank life, their light brightening the dim room. Interior, Rambler, continuous. The gang is in mid-ride, driving down an old road clearly a couple hours in. Curt is still driving, with Jules riding shotgun, checking both the map and GPS. Marty sits at the little table behind them, cautiously rolling an elegant joint. Dana sits with him while filling 3 cups with a keg that he stashed in the RV's bathroom. I hope this is like the right road, because right now it looks like the only road.
What about that thing we crossed back there?
Doesn't even show on the GPS. It's unworthy of global positioning.
It must feel horrible. You're muted.
You know, sometimes it does feel like I'm just talking to myself. I don't know if it's a photo sheet or anything else, but you know, isn't that the whole point? You know, get off the grid, No cell phone reception, no markers, no traffic cams. Go somewhere for one goddamn weekend where they can't go reposition my ass. This is the whole issue.
Ooh, we live in a society, Batman.
Oh, okay. You know what? Okay, you're a bunch of sheeple. And society is binding. It's filling the cracks with concrete. No cracks to slip through. I mean, everything's recorded, filed, logged, tips in our kids so they don't get lost. Society needs to crumble. We're all just too chicken shit to let it.
Oh, how I've missed your rants, Marty. He grins at her, holding up a gorgeous joint.
You'll come to see things my way.
I can't wait. Is that the secret stash?
The secret stash. I haven't told my other stash about it because they would become jealous.
A sign up there.
Yes, and okay. Bear left.
I don't see a bear. You sure?
Not even a little bit. Holden brings up beers for Curt, Jules, and Dana, who smiles at him shyly.
What is this place exactly?
Country home my cousin bought. He's crazy for real estate. Found it in the middle of nowhere. It's like Civil War era, seriously.
There's a lake and woods everywhere. We saw some beautiful pictures. You'll be doing some drawing, but no portraits of conspicuously undressed campus faculty, though. Thank you. Dana flashes her a look as if to say, shut up.
So you're an art major?
Yeah, art and political science.
Ooh, triple threat.
That's only two things.
Yes, double what I meant. Threat. That sounds weird. Let's just say I find you threatening.
I thought you were dropping art.
Oh, never mind. Jules swats Curt, giving him a look.
I'm switching a few courses.
How come?
For no fucking reason. Hey, look, trees.
We all have societal patterns. The Butamus Dana fall into one of the oldest patterns, and we're here to burn it away and pour ash into the grooves it has etched in her brain, cover the tracks and set her feet on new ground.
Is it okay if I didn't follow that at all?
I'd take it as a favor.
Oh, gas.
They all look ahead.
And hopefully someone who knows where we actually are.
Exterior gas station. The decrepit station looks nearly abandoned with rusty pumps and the works. The kids pile out, stretching. Curt examines the pump.
Yeah, I'm thinking this thing doesn't take credit cards.
I don't even think it knows about money. I think it's barter gas.
Curt looks around. Interior gas station. Holden enters the rickety old gas station at convenience stores, searching for a sign of life.
Hello?
But no reply. Holden keeps walking, tracing his fingers at the countertop. Exterior gas station. The girls are making their way nimbly around the back. Because I hate going in the Rambler.
You think the toilet here is going to be any better?
I just don't like to drop a massive shit when all my friends are 2 feet away from me. I'm quirky, okay? At least this has to be... Oh, what the... They stop, staring in horror. The door to the bathroom is open, and inside sits a toilet covered in excrement.
Ugh.
Back on Holden, who's heading back outside. Curt and Marty are still trying to figure out how to use the pump.
I don't think there's gonna be any...
You coming here uninvited?
They jump, turning around to find the attendant now in the doorway.
Fuck!
The attendant is old, weathered, and creepy as hell. One eyeball is hideously red. Tobacco chaw spills over his stained lips, and he carries a permanent scowl of disgust.
Dude!
Sign says closed.
We were looking to buy some gas. Does this pump work?
Works if you know how to use it.
But he doesn't move to help. The girls come around.
We also wanted to get directions.
Yeah, we're looking for,
Tillerman Road, have you heard of it? The attendant looks at her, the name registering.
What a waste.
He starts ambling towards the pump, pulling out a ring of keys and unlocking a latch.
Tillerman Road takes you up into the hills. Dead ends at the old Buckner place.
is that the name of...
There wasn't a name. The attendant sticks the nozzle in the Rambler's gas tank. Ayo.
Look, my cousin bought a house up there. You go through a mountain tunnel. There's a lake. Would that be?
Buckner Place. Always someone looking to sell that plot. Always some fool looking to buy.
You knew the original owners?
Not the first. I've seen plenty to come and go. Been here since the war.
Which war?
You know damn well which war.
She takes a step back, freaked. Dana takes her arm.
No, would that have been with the blue and so many gray brother, perhaps fighting brother against in that war?
You sassing me, boy?
You're rude to my friend.
The attendant stops for a second, not expecting this guy to have a comeback.
That hussy over there?
Curt is about to clock him, but Holden holds him back.
Oh, I think we've got enough cows.
Enough to get you there. I get him back. That's your concern.
He pulls out the nozzle as the gang moves back in. Curt contemptuously throwing a 20 at the guy's feet.
Yeah, good luck with your business. I know the railroad's coming through here any day now. It's gonna be real big. Streets paved with actual streets. Fucker.
The gang piles into the Rambler and peels out as Marty flips the attendant the bird. Exterior, mountain tunnel afternoon. The Rambler comes up to the side of a street drop-off. We see Jules in the passenger seat smiling. Guys, take a look. In front of the RV is a long tunnel in the side of a mountain. The RV pushes forward, startling a pack of birds which fly off. We follow the birds as they fly directly above the tunnel and crash into an invisible barrier, falling in a shower of sparks as if they had flown into an electrical fence. Exterior, a cabin in the woods. In the afternoon, the van pulls up in front of an old cabin, one that could pass as a shooting location for the Evil Dead, and the kids come out, taking it in. Oh my god, it's beautiful. One spider and I am Curt, listen to me. One spider and I am sleeping in the van. I mean it, uno spidero.
Plus, he's talking a blue streak.
As the boys start unloading the keg, Dana approaches the front door. She slowly turns the knob. The door creaks open, sending a cloud of dust in the air. She waves it away and enters the living room. The decor is sparse and antlery. A wolf's head is mounted on one wall. A hall goes down the middle, with 2 bedrooms on either side. Dana makes her way around the room as the rest of the gang pours in.
Oh, this is awesome.
I mean, it's something. You gonna kill us a raccoon to eat, babe?
I will use its skin to make a cap.
Jules runs down the hall to look into the rooms, grabbing a doorknob. Dibs on whichever room this... How? She pulls her finger back, revealing it's cut. Curt, your cousin's house attacked me.
I smell lawsuit.
When was your last tetanus shot?
Thanks, it's very comforting, asshole.
Jules is pre-med. She knows there's no coming back from this. I'll miss you, babe. I'll miss your shiny new hair.
Dana looks over at Marty, who stands in the doorway, looking around wildly.
Marty, are you planning on coming in, or...?
He looks around, not ready to make his move. Holden enters a room and throws his bag on the bed, which squeaks appallingly. He looks around the decrepit but not entirely unhomey room, focusing on a picture opposite the bed. The picture is like a 19th century print, but it's of a hunting party with machetes and dogs tearing a lamb to pieces, and, upon closer examination, it's quite repulsive.
Yeah, I don't think so.
He takes the picture off the wall, and we follow him as he leans in on the floor, coming back up to find Dana staring him blankly through a hole in the wall. Once again, he jumps.
Whoa! I've heard about the walls being thin, but...
She bares her teeth at him. He stops, not getting what's going on at all. Then, as she starts picking between them, he gets it. He touches it and realizes that it's a one-way mirror.
No way.
He watches her for a bit, first amused, then a little hypnotized. She really kind of is beautiful, but just kind of. She messes her hair a little, giving up, grinning at her own vanity. She moves to her bed and starts unbuttoning her shirt.
Oh shit. Oh no. Ooh.
He quickly bangs on the wall, ducking his head just as she's about to take her bra off.
Hold up.
Interior, Holden's room. Moments later, the gang has congregated in the room, checking it out. You have got to be kidding me.
That's just creepy.
I mean, it was pioneer days. People had to make their own interrogation rooms. Out of cornmeal.
This is probably from the 70s, I mean, judging by the weathering. Where did your cousins buy this place from?
We should check the rest of the rooms. Make sure this is the only one. You know Marty wants to watch us pounding away.
I don't even like hearing that.
Don't be an ape, Curt.
How about we switch? Not that I would put the picture back, but you might feel better if we switched rooms.
I really would.
He grabs his bag and begins to head out.
Thanks for, being decent.
Least I could do, since Curt and Jules have sold you to me for marriage.
They're not subtle.
I'm just here to relax, and so can you.
Yeah, I'm not looking for... I'm still really grateful you're not a creep.
Hey, let's not jump to any conclusions there. I had kind of an internal debate about showing you the mirror or not. Shouting on both sides, and blood was spilled.
So you're bleeding internally?
Pretty bad.
Well, Jules is the doctor in training, so you might want to talk to her.
Yeah, sure.
Dana exits, clearly frustrated with her corny exit line. She enters her new room and drops her luggage, moving to put the picture back. She's stopped by the sight of Holden, also looking a little frustrated. A moment, and he pulls his shirt over his head. He's in pretty good shape, but just pretty good. He pulls his bathing suit out of his bag and starts unbuttoning his pants.
Oh my god.
Sheepishly, she grabs the picture and replaces it, then takes a moment to look at the slaughtered lamb scene.
Yeah, I don't think so.
She drapes a pillowcase over it. Interior, control room. We see an array of monitors, one showing Dana and others showing different views of the house. Sitterson rolls into frame.
All right, places, everyone. We are live.
Hadley pushes the microphone talk back in front of him.
Engineering, we've got a room change. Polk is now in 2, McRae's in 4. Story department, you copy? We'll need a scenario adjustment.
Have it back at you in 15.
Suddenly, the control room doors open.
Miss Lynn.
Wendy Lynn enters the area, clipboard under her arm. Sitterson wheels himself up towards her.
We've got blood work back on Loudon.
They shift their attention to a monitor showing Jules going through her stuff.
Her levels are good, but we're recommending a 50 milligram increase of rotapase to boost libido.
Sold.
Do we pipe it in, or do you want to do it orally?
Ask me that again. Just a little slower.
You're a pig. Guess how we're slowing down her cognition?
The
The
dumb
hair
blonde.
dye.
The dumb blonde. That's artistic.
Works into the bloodstream through the scalp very gradually. The chem department keeps up their end.
I'll see it when I believe it.
Another voice rings out over the intercom. Control.
Go ahead.
I have the harbinger on too. Hadley and Sitterson share a glance, rolling their eyes. Hadley points to Sitterson, but he holds his hands up, protesting.
Christ. Can't take a message.
I really don't think so. He's kind of pushy. To be honest, he kind of freaked me out.
Yeah. All right, put him through.
Hadley hits a button on his keyboard.
Mordecai, buddy, how's the weather up top?
The lambs have passed through the gate.
Exterior gas station. The attendant, who it turns out is named Mordecai, speaks into the gas station payphone.
They are coming to the killing.
Interior control room. Hadley nods, then moves to hang up.
Yeah, you did great out there. Numbers, you started us off right. Look, I'll talk to you later, buddy, okay?
Their blind eyes see nothing of the horrors to come. Their ears are stopped. They are God's fools.
Yeah, well, that's how it works.
Cleanse them. Cleanse the world of their ignorance and sin. Bathe them in the crimson of... Am I on speakerphone?
No, of course not.
Yes, I am. I can hear the echo. Take me off now.
Citizen starts laughing. He clamps his hand over his mouth to keep quiet.
Okay, sorry.
Not kidding. It's rude. I don't know who's in the room.
Fine, there, you're off speakerphone.
Thank you.
Citizen's nearly crying now.
Don't take this lightly, boy. It wasn't all by your numbers. The reveler nearly derailed the invocation with his insolence. Your futures are murky. You'd be well to heed my... I'm still on speakerphone, aren't I?
That does it. Everyone loses it. Even Truman is grinning.
No, no, you're not, I promise.
I am. Who is that? Who's laughing?
Citizen pounds his head on the console. He's laughing so hard. Hadley slaps his arm, and he turns to a monitor to try and take his mind off the hilarity. On the monitor, we see exterior dock day. Dana and Holden race down the wooded dock. As they reach the end, they dive into the water.
Oh, shit. It's so cold. That's what cold feels like.
Fight through the pain. It's worth it. I'm nearly convinced it's worth it.
Does it seem fresh? There's a lot of funky diseases sitting in stagnant lake water. They turn to see Curt, Jules, and Marty casually walking down the dock.
What? This water? This water is delicious.
Oh my god, she's right. Tastes like vitamins and hope.
Come on, Jules. Life's a risk.
Yeah, I might just risk lying out in the sun for a little instead. Curt steps to the edge of the dock, face falling as he looks into the water.
What is that?
What?
In the lake, I swear to God,
Yeah, right.
No, seriously. Right there. Don't you see it? It looks just like...
He puts his hand on Jules's back.
My girlfriend!
And with that, he shoves Jules straight into the lake. Splash. Oh my God, I'm gonna kill you!
Look, there's something else in the lake.
He jumps into the water, splashing her.
It's a gorgeous man.
You are so dead. He laughs as she tries to dunk him.
Don't kill the gorgeous man. They're endangered.
Dana laughs, looking up at Marty.
Marty, get in here.
Nah, man, I'm cool. Just seeing the sights.
He sits down on the edge of the dock, dangles his feet in the water.
Just seeing the sights.
Interior control room. Thwump. A large wad of cash slams down on the console. The cash is attached to a hand. The hand belonging to Citizen.
Last chance to post. Come on, people, dig deep. Betting windows are about to close.
The room is bustling with activity. Several people are clustered around Hadley, thrusting papers and cash in his face, everybody talking over each other.
Who's still out?
Citizen looks at his
I got
clipboard.
Engineering. Okay. I got engineering. I got R&D. I got electrical.
Did you see who they picked? They're practically giving their money away.
You're one to talk, Aquaman.
A technician in a lab coat hands her form to Citizen.
Thanks, Sheila. I'm not even sure we have one of these.
Zoology says we do.
Well, they'd know.
Across the room, a young guy who looks a lot like an intern hands his form to Hadley.
No, they've already been picked.
What? Who took them?
Maintenance.
Maintenance? They pick the same thing every year.
What the fuck do you want from me? If they were creative, they wouldn't be in maintenance. If you win, you're gonna have to split it. You want to switch?
Nah, leave it. I got a good feeling on this one.
Lynn is off to the side, where Truman stands at attention, stoically watching the proceedings.
Not betting?
Not for me, thanks.
Seems a little harsh, doesn't it? It's just people letting off steam. The job isn't easy, however. Those clowns may behave.
Does the director, do they know about it downstairs?
The director doesn't concern himself with stuff like this. As long as everything goes smoothly upstairs and the kids do what they're told.
But then it's fixed. How can you wager on this when you control the outcome?
No, you don't get it. We just get them to the cellar, Truman. They take it from there.
They have to make the choice on their own free will. Otherwise, the system doesn't work. Like the Harbinger, creepy old fuck practically wears a sign saying, "You will die." Why would we put him there? The system. They have to make the choice. They have to choose to ignore it. They have to choose what happens in the cellar. Yeah, we rig the game as much as we can, but in the end, if they don't transgress.
Hadley counts the money.
They can't be punished. Last chance, Truman. Window's closing.
I'm fine.
All right, that's it, gang. Board is locked.
He hands the rest of the money to Citizen, who slams it on the pile with the rest of the cash.
Let's get this party started!
Interior, cabin, living room, night. Curt pumps the keg, spraying beer into a plastic cup as Jules puts on a song.
Let's get this party started!
He hands the beer to Jules, who's dancing through frame in time to the music pumping out of the stereo.
Oh, I've played it before. I just don't really get the third part.
Well, that's our own thing.
Nice.
It takes it to a whole new level.
Okay, so whose turn? Let me see. Marty. Truth or dare? Or lecture?
I could go for a lecture.
Perfect. Lecture.
Wait, hang on.
He grabs a joint, lights it, and takes a massive hit. But he doesn't exhale. He just looks at Holden.
Marty Bukowski, you are squandering your potential.
Haven't heard that one before, officer.
You've numbed yourself to the outside world. You're hiding in a womb made of reefer. It's time you gave birth to the real Marty. I think you'll find there's more to life than getting high.
Marty exhales a huge cloud of smoke as the group applauds.
Woo! Thank you for opening my eyes to whatever it was you just said. Jules, truth or dare, or lecture?
Let's go with dare.
All right. I dare you to make out with
Please say Dana. Please say Dana.
the moose over there.
Everyone turns, looking at what he's pointing at. Mounted on the wall is a large, snarling wolf's head.
What the fuck, dude?
What?
Marty, have you seen a moose before?
I'm living in a room made of shit. Whatever that mysterious beast is.
Mysterious beast like a liger? Dude, it's a wolf.
Yeah, it's a wolf.
Whatever. I'm living in a room made of reefer. Leave me alone. Jules, I dare you to make out with that wolf.
No problemo. She downs her drink as the group cheers. As Jules makes her way across the cabin, she drops her hips a bit, adding a sultry swagger to her step. She turns, looking over her shoulder seductively. Who? Me? I am new in town. How did you know? Everyone laughs, cheering her on. Still listening to the wolf, she blushes and twirls her hair around her fingers. Oh my god, that is so sweet of you to say. I just colored it, actually. In fact, yeah, I love a drink. Thank you. She steps towards the wolf, then acts like she trips. Whoops! I seem to have dropped my birth control pills all over the ground. While the group hoots and hollers, Jules turns around, bends over right in front of the wolf, and pretends like she's picking something up from the ground. Then, without turning around, she stands up straight so that the wolf is now directly over her shoulder. She nuzzles it cheek to cheek. Oh, Mr. Wolf, you're so big and bad and... No. There's no need to huff and puff. I'll do the blowing. And with that, Jules leans in and gives the wolf the most passionate kiss we've ever seen. She goes for it. Full-on tongue to taxidermied wolf tongue action. The group loses their shit. Everyone leaps to their feet, giving Jules a standing ovation. Jules looks at the group and takes a bow.
I don't know if it was possible, but I think you just officially won Truth or Dare.
Or lecture.
Sorry. Yeah.
The lecture part's important, Holden. But anyway, the night is still young, so then... Dana?
Truth.
What is that
Dana
supposed to mean?
frowns.
I'm just skipping ahead. You're gonna say dare. She's gonna dare you to do something you don't like, and then you'll puss out and say you wanted truth all along.
Really?
Or lecture.
No, I wouldn't want one of those.
Marty glances at Curt. Something about this seems a little off. Dana seems to notice it too, but she's not about to let Curt get under her skin.
Okay, Jules. Dare.
And just then, behind her, wham! The cellar door blows open. Everyone screams, startled. What the hell was that?
It's the cellar door.
Thought it was locked.
Wind must have blown it open.
What wind? They all creep towards the hole. A set of stairs leads down into the foreboding darkness.
What do you think it's down there?
Why don't we find out? Dana, I dare you to go down into the creepy murder cellar. Dana's freaked, but trying not to let it show. Interior cellar. Dana cautiously makes her way down the old wooden staircase. It's so dark that Dana's flashlight barely illuminates 3 feet in front of her.
How long do I have to stay down here?
Oh, just till morning.
She stands at the base of the stairs, curiosity getting the best of her. She steps into the darkness. She scans the old room with her flashlight, catching a glint of metal. Old rusty tools hang from hooks along the wall. Dana keeps moving, heart pounding in her chest. Her flashlight sweeps the area, finding a dusty old record player, a child's toy chest, and a dressmaker's mannequin. Dana turns and beams sweeping across the hall. As it does, we see a ghostly face. Dana screams, nearly jumping out of her skin.
Dana?
As footsteps ring out from above, Dana angles the light back towards the face, revealing a portrait of a young girl, roughly 15, dressed in turn-of-the-century garb. Real creepy-ass shit.
Are you okay?
Dana turns to find Holden racing down the stairs, the other right behind him.
Yeah, sorry, oh my gosh. I just scared the shit out of myself.
Well, you called for help. Void's the dare. Take your top off.
Marty strikes a match and lights an old oil lantern hanging from the wall. As orange light spills across the room,
Oh my god.
they get to their first full view of the cellar. The room is much bigger than we expected, and every dark corner seems to be filled with creepy clutter. Look at all this.
Guys, I don't really think it's really cash money to be down here right now.
But the others aren't even listening to him. They spread out, each focusing on a different part of the cellar. Holden looks down at a variety of child's toys scattered across the floor. He picks an ornate music box.
Dude, seriously, your cousin's into some weird shit.
Curt, now holding a conch, catches a glimpse of a wooden spear sitting behind it. He puts the conch down and hoists the spear.
Yeah, pretty sure this ain't his. Maybe the people who put in that window.
Dana can't take her eyes off the portrait of the girl. On the vanity below it, she notices a variety of personal effects, an old hairbrush, a silver mirror, and a leather-bound book.
Some of this stuff looks really old.
Jules studies the dressmaker's mannequin. An amulet hangs around his neck. Jules touches it. It's beautiful.
Maybe we should just go back upstairs. I dare you all to go back upstairs.
But even Marty can't help but be intrigued as he spots an old Super 16 projector. He finds a film reel and starts unspooling it. Everyone starts playing with their various objects. Music boxes singing, gears turning, and amulets shining.
Guys.
Everyone looks up from what they're doing.
Guys, listen to this.
Reluctantly, each person puts the object of his or her attention down and moves towards Dana.
Today, we felled the old birch tree out back. I was sorrowed to see it go, as Judah and I had sat up in its branches so many summers.
What is that?
Diary of Patience Buckner, 1903.
Whoa.
That's like the original owners, right?
Father was cross with me and said I lacked the true faith. He did not give me my dose, and he turned his eyes from me at supper. I wish I could prove my devotion as Judah and Matthew proved on those travelers.
That makes what kind of sense?
You know, it's uncommon that a girl out here was reading and writing in that era.
Mama screamed most of the night. I prayed that she might find faith, but she only stopped when Papa cut her belly and stuffed the coals in.
She stops, looking at everyone. Nobody comments. Bewildered, she flips ahead.
Judah told me in my dream that Matthew took him to the dark room, so I know he is killed. Matthew's faith is too great. Even Father does not cross him or speak of Judah. I want to understand the glory of the pain like Matthew, but cutting the flesh makes him have a husband's bulge, and I do not get like that.
Jesus, can we not?
Go on.
Why?
Suck it up her bail, pothead. I want to know.
I have found it in Daddy's oldest books that I will burn before I go. Is the way of saving our family. For no one truly dies who understands the great pain. I can hear Matthew in the dark room, working upon Father's jaw. My good arm is hacked up, and so I hope this will be readable, that a believer will come and speak this to our spirits. Then we will be restored. Our love will be unending, and the great pain will return. Then there's something in Latin.
Okay, no. I'm drawing the line in the fucking sand here. Do not read the Latin.
A small voice seems to whisk across the top of the room, barely audible.
Read it.
Marty's the only one who seems to hear it. He looks around.
What the fuck?
Read it out loud.
Marty starts across the room as Dana appears to be about to start. Curt plants a hand on his chest and shoves him back.
Fucking baby.
Curt.
It's a diary.
It doesn't even mean anything. Look.
Dana.
Dolor supervio caro. Dolor sublimis caro.
Exterior woods continuous. As her voice continues to echo on the soundtrack, a gnarled and gray hand digs its way out of the ground, holding a rusty blade. They come out one by one in various parts of the woods, a group of hastily buried and not all that decomposed zombies. 5 of them, all in 1900s farmer's clothes, all holding various appalling farm implements. These were the Buckners, father with his scythe, mother with her broken saw, skinny Judah with his thin, sharpened trowel, enormous Matthew, you don't see his weapon though, and little one-armed patients holding a hatchet. Interior control room. Slam! A hand lands on the control room console. On the main view screen, we see the image of the zombie family slowly walking their way towards the cabin.
And we have a winner!
Widen to reveal a huge crowd has filled the control room. Everyone's watching the large view screen intently.
It's the Buckners, ladies and gentlemen. The Buckners pull the W.
Are you fucking...
Most of the crowd groans in disappointment, throwing their betting slips on the ground. But a few blue-collared guys throw their arms up in triumph.
Looks like maintenance pulls the W. Congratulations go to maintenance.
And as he says that, we see behind him a large whiteboard against the wall. Written in marker down one column, there's a long list of monsters. A few words jump out at us. Vampires, zombies, angry molesting tree, creepy guy with a hockey mask, creepy guy with a hockey mask's mom, and Kevin.
Who split the pot with Ronald the intern.
Hadley hands an enormous wad of cash to the blue-collar guys and another to the happy intern we saw earlier. People shake their heads, beginning to file out of the room. A worried girl approaches Sitterson on her way out.
That's not fair. I had zombies too.
Yes, you had zombies. But this is a zombie redneck torture family.
Sitterson taps on the board. There it is, right there. Zombie redneck torture family, right next to maintenance and Ronald the intern.
It's an entirely separate thing. It's like the difference between an elephant and an elephant seal.
Her shoulders slump, knowing he's right.
Hey, there's always next year.
Truman stares at the screens, at the shambling Buckner's corpse clan.
I feel like something from a nightmare.
No, there's something that nightmares are from. Everything in our stable is a remnant of the old world, courtesy of you-know-who.
Monsters, magic.
You get used to it.
Should you?
Citizen walks over to Hadley. He's just standing there, staring at the screen, looking a little despondent.
I'm sorry, man.
He had the conch in his hands.
I know. Couple more minutes. Who knows what would have happened?
I'm never gonna get to see the fucking merman.
Dude, be thankful. Those things are terrifying, and the cleanup on them is a nightmare.
So, the Buckners, huh?
I know. Well, they may be zombified, pain-worshipping, backwards idiots.
There are zombified, pain-worshipping, backwoods idiots.
And they have a 100% clearance rate.
Hadley nods. Good point. They take the trip back to their consoles.
True. Well, may as well tell the Japanese to take the rest of the weekend off.
Yeah, right. They're Japan. What are they going to do? Relax?
I don't know, maybe they can do some group calisthenics or something.
On the screen, we see a video feed of a Japanese schoolroom. Several schoolgirls run screaming in terror from a sopping wet young girl who's floating across the air like she's hanging from an invisible noose. Cut to interior living room night. The music is blaring and Jules is dancing up a storm. Curt is going with it, occasionally getting behind her for a butt-cupping dance, but she's all over the room, really working it. Everyone else is sitting, Dana and Holden on the couch. Dana's still holding the book, Marty slumped in her chair, smoking sullenly. Jules dances over in front of Holden and does a little impromptu lap dance wriggle for him. He looks a little bit awkward, glancing at Dana, who isn't exactly thrilled.
Go, baby. Oh, yeah. That's the good right there. Fuck yeah.
That is so classy.
Like you wouldn't want a piece of that.
Can we not talk about people in pieces anymore tonight?
Oh, are you feeling lonely, Marty? She moves to him, giving him a little wriggle action as she takes his joint and sucks hard. Marty and I were speedies on our freshman hall.
it out once. I never did buy that ring.
But we're still close.
You know, I have a theory about all this.
Well, that's our cue to bail. Tommy Chong has a theory. You can tell it's Egghead here if he's not too busy de-virginizing Dana.
Dana stands, dropping the book on the couch.
Jules, do you want to maybe lie down?
That's exactly the point. Mush, mush.
Don't push me around.
Not around, baby. Straight line right there, out there. Pretty stars.
They exit as Dana crosses to get another beer, and Holden flips through the book. Marty hoists himself up and joins her, still smoking.
Do you seriously believe that nothing weird is going on?
A conspiracy?
The way everybody's acting?
I'm sorry about downstairs.
It's cool. It's not. Since when did Curt start with this whole alpha male bullshit? I mean, he's a sociology major. He's on a full academic scholarship, and now he's calling his friend an egghead, whose head in no way resembles an egg, except if you kind of look at him, maybe like sideways.
Kurt's just drunk.
I've seen Curt drunk. Jules too.
Then maybe it's something else.
My secret stash is a gateway to enlightenment. I would fall with fire. Please back me up on this. See, you're not seeing what you don't want to see. The puppeteers.
Puppeteers?
Pop size? Did you say a pop size?
Marty, I love you so much, but you're like really fucking high.
You're not who we are. I'm gonna go read a book with pictures.
He ambles off into his bedroom as Dana comes back to the couch with a beer for herself and Holden. He takes his, still holding the book.
The pain outlives the flesh. The flesh returns or has a meeting place towards the pain's ascension. Yeah.
What's that?
The Latin that you were reading in.
You speak Latin?
Not well, and not since 10th grade, but it's weird how everything comes back, you know?
Oh, it's a weird night. I'm so sorry about tonight, everybody.
Do I lose points if I tell you I'm having a pretty nice time?
No?
She smiles, looking down.
You can tell me that.
Exterior woods night. Jules is laughing, running through the woods. Curt in hot pursuit. He catches her around the waist with one hand, beer still held in the other.
Come here.
Ah, don't spill on me!
Did I get a little beer on your shirt?
He kisses her deep and hard.
I guess it'll have to come off.
He starts pulling the last buttons. She pulls away a little bit.
Is it cold in here, or are you just happy to see me?
Not here.
Oh, come on, baby.
He pulls his shirt open, but she takes a step back and holds it together. I'm chilly. Interior control room continuous. A groan through the crowd causes Hadley to stand up from the control room area behind them.
Okay, that's enough. Everybody out. Job to do.
As they herded out by Truman, Hadley sits, saying to Sitterson,
We got temperature control on that sector?
On it.
He types fast on a keyboard, using a touchscreen thermometer gauge to raise the heat. Hadley is working his own controls.
Okay. Engaging the pheromone mists.
Exterior woods continuous. At their feet, we see wisps of a fog rising from the ground. Jules, still holding her shirt together, closes her eyes and takes a deep breath through her nose. She opens her eyes, looking at Curt with half-lidded lust. He goes in for another kiss, and she wraps her arms around him, pulling off his shirt. It's so dark, I'm like gonna get twig butt. Take me inside, babe.
Baby, come on. This is why we came here. It's romantic.
Jules smiles, dizzy with lust. They roll over, Jules on top, sliding her hand down Curt's pants. He moans with longing, running his hands up her chest over her bra. Interior control room. The men watch the screens, hands at the ready to manipulate any dial. They have the dispassionate focus of porn theater patrons.
Okay. Boobies.
Show us the goodies.
I mean, does it really matter if we see the movie?
We're not the only ones watching, kid.
Got to keep the customer satisfied. You understand what's at stake here.
Sorry.
Citizen turns back to the screens, and the two men watch their handiwork. On the screen, we see them going at it. Finally, Jules drops her top, breasts a swinging. As Curt slides his hands over her chest, she leans down into him, his arms coming back around her.
Score.
Eat that, Stockholm.
He takes a small tweak on the dial, eyes still on the screen. Bent over, her hands land on a stray branch for support as they continue. Suddenly, a rusty axe liberates it from her arm. Jules screams, rearing up, realizing that she's missing an extremity. They look up to see 3 zombies. Judah removes the axe from the branch as Mother pulls Jules away, dropping hot coals on her exposed skin. She screams.
Look away from her!
He knocks Mother back down on her ass. She turns to see Judah as Matthew digs a scythe into his arms. Curt! She tries to rise, but Matthew turns and swings again, lopping her head off. She watches her body fall as the last few seconds of life drains from her eyes. Curt manages to stumble away in the chaos. No sound in the console at all, save for scraping and shuffling. Truman has his eyes closed. Hadley and Sitterson both lower their heads, and Sitterson quietly intones. And Sitterson quietly intones.
Sitterson, I think we're having problems with the incom.
Not working. This we offer in humility and fear, for the blessed peace of the eternal slumber, as it ever was.
As it ever was.
As it ever was.
Sitterson pulls a short necklace from under his shirt. On it is a weird pagan symbol, 5-pointed but not a pentagram. He kisses it and replaces it under his shirt as Hadley crosses him behind him to a series of 5 mahogany panels at the far end of the room. He opens the first and presses an ornate brass lever down. A small hammer strikes a vial that cracks, dark red blood pouring out into a brass funnel that runs down a thin pipe, seemingly a very long way. Interior, Marty's room. Marty is lying on his bed on his back as he reads the Twilight graphic novel.
Bella, where have you been, Loca? No, don't do it, little spider monkey. You're gonna act a fool. Oh,
Letting out a breath,
he
drops the book to his chest.
But you love your little spider monkey, don't you, Bella? Oh. I'm gonna go for a walk.
He sits right up.
Okay, I swear to fucking God, somebody is talking. I'm pretty sure someone is. I'm gonna go for a walk. What are you saying? What do you want? You think I'm a puppet? I'm gonna do a little puppet dance? Yeah, well, fuck you. I'm the boss of my brand, okay? So fuck off. I'm gonna go for a walk.
Interior, living room. Dana and Holden are leaning in for a kiss when Marty strides by, making them stop.
Got a husband's bulge.
They look at each other awkwardly, the moment broken. Marty shuts the door behind him. Exterior, cabin. Marty stumbles out of the house, as if he's been pulled by an outside force.
Thought there'd be stars. They're all abandoned.
He whips the old pant demon out, and begins urinating. Suddenly, there's a noise in the woods behind him. He turns around but sees nothing. The silhouette of a young girl missing an arm appears in the woods. Before she can make her way to Marty, Curt barrels into him, yelling and scaring the shit out of him.
Run! Fucking run!
What?
Go!
They begin running when Patience steps out of the shadows in front of the house. Marty rears back to Curt. Marty rears back, but Curt decks her, sending her ass back to the 1800s. Metaphorically speaking, of course.
Dead bitch!
Interior living room, continuous. Dana closes her eyes as Holden kisses her softly. It's a tender and sweet kiss. She pulls back.
I don't want to, I mean, I've never, I don't mean I've never, but.
Hey, nothing you don't want.
They start to kiss again. Wham! Curt spills onto his knees in the doorway. Holden and Dana race to him, gasping as they see his bloody wound.
Jesus, what happened?
Door!
Marty's right behind Curt. As she races inside, Curt grabs the door, slamming it shut. Dana races to his side and tries to examine his wound.
Where are you hurt? Is this all from you? Oh my god, where's Jules?
Curt pushes her away, shaking his head. Tears spring to his eyes. He's clearly in shock.
It's okay, Curt. You're okay.
No, we're not okay. What the fuck is the opposite of okay?
What are you talking about? Curt, where's Jules?
She's gone. No, why? We gotta get out of here.
He's already moving towards the back of the cabin.
No, wait!
Dana reaches for the front door and begins to open it before...
Dana, don't open that.
I'm not leaving here without Jules.
She opens it to reveal Matthew. He's standing in the doorway, just staring at us, holding something round by his side. He tosses it right at Dana. She gasps, catching it. She looks down to see Jules' head. Dana screams her heart out. Holden dives forward, slamming the door just as Matthew slams into it. The frame shakes. The wood splinters. Marty races forward, helping Holden brace the door as they slam the deadbolt in place. Curt rushes to Dana.
Dana, come on.
Dana snaps out of it and helps Curt shove the couch back under the doorknob. Wham! The whole cabin seems to shake as Matthew slams into it.
What is that thing?
I don't know, but there's more of them.
More of them?
Yeah, I saw this girl. She's like all zombie and like little prairie type. She's missing a fucking arm.
Dana's face falls as she realizes.
Oh my god. Patience. The diary.
The pain outlives the flesh. She must have bound a mystical incantation into the text so someone would come along, read the diary aloud, and
I did it.
Look, Brainiac, I don't give a limp dick why those things are here. We gotta lock this place down.
He's right.
Okay, look, we'll go room by room, barricade every window and every door.
Curt starts heading towards the back of the cabin. As he waves them forward,
Gotta play it safe. No matter what, we have to stay together.
interior control room. Hadley slumped in his chair, shaking his head as he stares at the surveillance images of Curt and the others moving through the cabin. Citizen's right beside him, working the console.
Calm down. I got it. Watch the master work.
He hits some keys, throwing a switch. Interior cabin. Kurt's hair ripples slightly as he's been hit by a gust of air from a heating vent. He stops in his tracks, looking slightly confused.
What's the matter?
This isn't right.
He looks at the others, almost like he doesn't trust them.
This isn't right. We should split up. We can cover more ground that way.
Dana and Holden look a little hazily paranoid as well.
yeah, good idea, man.
Really?
Crash! Just then, the living room explodes inward. The living room window explodes inward. The group cries out in surprise, looking back to see Matthew's arm now reaching through the window. Curt turns, racing back towards the living room.
I got it. You guys get in your room.
As Curt starts shoving a bookcase against the window, Dana and Holden share a glance. They nod.
Let's go.
They race towards the back. Marty hesitates a moment. Something about this isn't quite right. Then he shakes it off and hurries after them. Interior control room. On the monitors, we see Dana, Holden, and Marty running down the hall as Hadley and Citizen watch.
Lock them in.
Citizen throws a switch. Interior cabin hallway. As Dana, Holden, and Marty all split off into their separate rooms, all the doors slam shut behind them, and chunk, we hear vault-worthy locks slamming home. Interior cabin, Marty's room. Marty stops in his tracks, glancing back at the closed door behind him. Again, he frowns. It's so weird. But before he has time to consider it, wham! The cabin shakes again. We hear glass breaking in another room. Marty snaps out of it. Stick to the plan. He races to the window, which is wide open, and dives for it, pulling it shut. As he does, he bumps into the end table next to him and knocks the lamp over. Before he can process it, a thin black wire catches his eye. Upon closer inspection, he realizes it's a small fiber optic camera. Interior control room. On the monitor, Marty's face fills up the entire screen as he stares directly into the camera.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Chem, I need 500 cc's of Thorazine pumped into room 3 now.
No. Hang on.
He points to another monitor. On the screen, we see one of the zombies walking out of the forest, heading straight back towards the side of the cabin.
Judah Buckner to the rescue.
Interior cabin, Marty's room. Marty pulls the cabin wire taut, follows it to the length of the wall. Staring up at the ceiling, we see the realization hit him.
Oh my god. On a reality TV show. Oh god, my parents are gonna think I'm such a fucking burnout.
Crash! Just then, the window behind Marty explodes, and Judah reaches through, grabbing him by the neck. Judah begins pulling him through the window. Marty struggles to find a weapon, landing on what appears to be a Fresca can. He pops it out, revealing Barbara Cush. Judah throws him out of the window, landing hard on the ground. He looks down to see that his bong is broken, now a jagged cylinder.
No, Barbara!
Before Marty can grieve Barbara's death, Judy jumps out on top of him, sight ready. But before he can land the final blow, Marty buries Barbara into his neck, causing him to fall back, gasping for air. He waits a moment. Judah doesn't move. He approaches him and pokes him, but he's out. Marty goes to make a full run for it, but is whacked by a hoe. Not just any hoe. Mother, holding a hoe. He groggily looks up as he's dragged into the woods. Interior chamber. Once again, blood trickles down through the carved stone etching. And as it flows outward, it reveals a picture forming of a primitive human figure. We hear a rumbling. Interior, Dana's bedroom, continuous. Dana is laboriously moving a tall dresser in front of the window, at which a zombie pounds. Suddenly, the rumbling fills the room, which starts to shake with what feels like a decent-sized earthquake. Dana turns around, almost exasperated in her terror.
What? No, come on.
Interior control room. Hadley, Citizen, and Truman all pause to look around as they too are shaking. Hadley is returning from a lever he just pulled down and turns to Citizen with a shrug.
Getting excited downstairs.
Greatest show on earth.
Interior. Bedroom. Continuous. The rumbling subsides as she turns her attention back to the dresser. As she gets it in place, she hears the window shatter and the chest begins to rock. She shoves it back against it and goes for the door, but it won't open. She pulls, kicks, but it's locked solid. She stares at it, confused. It looks so flimsy. Suddenly, a zombie climbs over the chest. The one-way mirror pops out, shattering on the ground. She looks up to see Holden leaning over.
My door's stuck!
Mine too.
Come on!
She stands on the bed and wriggles through, with his help, but not without some cuts, and they both fall to the floor. They're still rising when the furniture Holden has piled up is knocked away by Matthew.
The bed!
They upend it and shove it at the window, holding its metal frame against the pounding. Dana looks around for something else, but sees a trap door under the bed.
Holden.
He looks, and she pulls the door open. Inside is emptiness.
Better or worse?
He sticks his foot out and slides a lamp to her. It's been set on the floor during the furniture pileup, but still plugged in. She lowers it into the space, letting it hang by its plug.
It's empty.
Holden gives the bed one last kick in place and moves to the door, calling out.
Curt! Curt!
Unlock your door!
I can't! Get down to the basement. We got a way down.
Okay.
Holden moves to the edge of the space, takes a quick look in, and goes in head first, holding the edge and flipping himself over to land on his feet. Dana slips down into his outstretched arms right after disappearing into the hole. Interior dark room. It's strangely quiet, as though it's swallowing the noise from above. The only light is from the dangling lamp, and it's just kind of barely illuminating the creepy room. It appears to be some kind of torture chamber. They look around a bit, unwittingly fascinated.
This is the dark room.
Which one?
From the diary. This is where he killed them. This is where he kills us.
What?
I brought us here. I found the room, the diary. You're all gonna die because of me.
He takes her firmly by the arms.
Nobody did this, okay? It's bad luck. Horrible fucking luck, but I'm not gonna die and neither are you. We just gotta find the door.
There isn't one.
He looks. She's right.
In the wall, something. Just look.
She searches along the wall, grabbing something that looks like a small crowbar and tapping the wall as she goes.
In the wall. Something. Oh, fuck. That's not my line. Curt? Are you
Holden.
back there? Curt?
Holden has taken the opposite side of the room.
Hidden rooms were a staple of post-Civil War architecture. There's gotta be a...
Suddenly, a bear trap drops from the ceiling, digging into the back of Holden's shoulder. He screams as Matthew starts hoisting him up through the trap door. Dana runs to him and helps him struggle, finally overbalancing Matthew, who falls forward, stuck upside down through the trap door, still grabbing at Holden on the floor. Holden painfully pulls the trap from his shoulder as Matthew tries to grab at him once again.
Do you like pain?
Dana runs the crowbar through Matthew's face and into the wall behind him, pinning him.
How's that work for ya?
She pulls the crowbar out and prepares to land the final blow. Interior control room.
Not the crowbar. Maintenance had one job.
Calm down. Danger's over. And we...
Interior dark room again. The crowbar suddenly pops with a small electrical charge, shocking Dana's hand. She notices Holden tending to his wounds and helps him up. Behind them, the wall finally opens up, revealing Curt.
Finally.
Let's move.
They exit into the cellar and make for the storm doors, pushing them open, Curt grabbing a handy plank to hit zombies with. They burst out of the house, hauling ass to the Rambler.
What about Marty?
They got him.
They come around the Rambler and Curt moves to the open door. They notice dirt on the latch. He looks at Holden, steps back with his plank as Holden readies to open the door and get out of the way. A beat, and Curt nods. Holden throws the door open. To the hideous screaming face of a Japanese ghost. It suddenly stops and morphs into a smiling, happy schoolgirl. Interior, schoolroom in Japan, night. The floaty girl hovers over the room, in which several Japanese school children are placing lotus flowers in a large bowl of water on the floor, all while singing a happy song of love. A frog hops out of the bowl. The drowning girl is consumed by light and disappears.
Now Kiko's spirit will live in a happy frog.
They all laugh and hug. Interior control room. Slam! Peterson is watching this on his screen with the intensity of a gambler whose team is losing.
Fuck you!
A comm light lights up and he switches it, eyes still on the screen, and the frog and the happy song of love.
You seeing this?
Perfect record, huh?
Fucking Japan. Those weird game show having fucks. They fucked us. Fuck!
Zero fatality, total wash.
I mean, come on, a floating schoolgirl? Really? I know they can do worse. I've seen their porn.
Any word from downstairs?
Director doesn't care about Japan. He trusts us.
You guys better be on your game.
You just sweat the chem, Lynn. While these morons are thinking what a friend we have in Shinto, we're bringing the pain.
Fuck was up with the fool's pot anyway. He should have been drooling, and instead he nearly made us.
We treated the shit out of it.
Got him in the Rambler, headed for the tunnel.
The fool is toast anyways. You better not fuck us on report.
Shit.
What? Shit? Why?
Hadley makes the hand across the throat sign to Sitterson.
Work to do, gotta go.
You guys are humanity's last hope. Don't tell me.
And Sitterson cuts her off, looking at Hadley.
There's no cave-in.
What?
The fucking tunnel is open.
Sitterson rolls back to his station, hits the comm line.
This is controlled demolition. They're not even picking up. Broadcast, can you patch me the demolition?
We're dark on their whole sector. Might have been a surge in the...
See if you can bypass.
What the fuck do you think I'm doing?
Get the door.
Oh, Mr. Sitterson, you're not supposed to leave the...
Open the goddamn door.
You got family, Truman?
Yeah.
Kids get through that tunnel alive. You won't anymore.
Exterior woods night. The Rambler plows us away from us at dangerous speed. Interior hall moments later. Citizen runs through the hall, a few workers and guards moving aside.
Make a hole! Move!
The Rambler careens around a curve, and in the distance is the tunnel. Interior control room continuous. Hadley gets an unable to override message. He bangs the counter in frustration. Interior demolition continuous. We enter with Citizen to see the lights blinking and sparks coming from a darkened console. 3 workers are trying to bring it back to life.
It's not the breakers.
Fuck is going on in here?
We don't know. Electrical said there was a glitch up top, one of the creatures.
The tunnel should have been blown hours ago.
Oh, we never got the fucking order.
You need me to tell you when to wipe your ass, too? How do we get past this?
We're fried from the inside. We need a clean connection to the detonator.
Citizen is dropped to the ground and pulled up open the under part of the console, revealing wires and circuits galore. He gets on his back, messing with the ones above him.
System Tech is trying a reboot on the...
We don't have time. Just talk me through it.
Interior Rambler continuous. Curt is flooring it as they near the tunnel.
Don't stop for anything.
Interior demolition continuous. Citizen replaces a chip on the board. Some of the console lights up.
No, that's just local. It's not linked.
Shit.
Interior control room. Lynn suddenly bursts through the door.
Hadley, what's going on?
He just spins and stares at her, nervous as hell. Behind him on the monitor, he can see the Rambler speeding towards the tunnel. Exterior woods continuous. The van races through frame. Interior demolition again. Citizen puts a wire to a contact. It sparks and he flinches.
That's it.
Blow it!
Demo number 3 hits a big red knob. Exterior mountain tunnel. The Rambler enters the tunnel as a charge sends rocks tumbling down. We see them through the windshield falling up ahead before the van is pounded from above.
Go back! Go back!
The whole tunnel caves in as Curt slams on the brakes, hitting in reverse and tearing back out. They come to an abrupt stop as the dust settles. The kids look at it in shock. Interior demolition moments later. Citizen is breathing hard. Everyone looks tense.
Wipe your ass.
Exterior mountain tunnel moments later. Curt is furious, looking over the side of the mountain at the cliff's edge on the other side, a tantalizing 20 feet away. Holden looks at it over intently, working the problem.
No fucking way. This can't be happening. It's right there.
You got any climbing gear? Ropes?
Yeah, in my fucking dorm room.
We can't climb this. This is limestone. It's slippery and it can crumble under pressure.
We can't go back. There's no way across.
Not unless you can jump 20 feet.
Dude.
What?
Exterior mountain tunnel moments later. Curt revs the dirt bike as the wheel spins in the dirt and the bike turns. Curt revving it, getting his nerve up.
Curt, are you sure about this?
I've done bigger jumps than this.
Oh my god. You've got a smooth run and maybe a 5-foot differential on the other side, which is good, but you gotta give it everything.
You know it.
Curt.
He comes down off his adrenaline kick for a moment and looks at her like the guy we knew.
You guys stay in the Rambler. If they come, just keep driving away from them. I'll get help. If I wipe out, I'll fucking limp for help. But I'm coming back with cops and choppers and large fucking guns, and those things are gonna pay. Jules.
They all hug for a moment.
Don't hold back.
Never do.
And he guns it and lets go. Wheels spinning as he blasts towards the edge. Dana and Holden watching in fear and hope. Curt sails over the edge with great form. Front wheel high. The arc is good. Except for when he slams into an invisible barrier and his bike explodes. He plummets straight down, scraping the electrical matrix so we can see his burning, tattered body as he falls.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Curt.
He hit something? There's nothing. What did he hit?
Puppeteers.
Did you see that shit? What did he hit?
Marty was right. Oh my god.
Get in the van.
Marty was right.
Interior, the chamber, moments later. The blood pours, this time, onto a primitive figure of a muscular man with a javelin and ball. Interior, the Rambler. Holden guns the engine, swinging the Rambler back down the dirt road away from the tunnel. Dana is oddly calm.
You're going back.
I'm going through. We just drive. There's gotta be another road, another way out here.
It won't work. Something will happen. It'll collapse or wash away.
Then we'll leave the roads altogether, drive as far as we can into the forest, go on foot from there if we have to.
Dana shakes her head, really starting to get it.
You're missing the point.
Hey, look at me.
She looks at him. He holds her gaze rock solid.
This isn't your fault.
I know. It's the puppeteers.
Please don't go nuts on me, Dana. You're all I got.
I'm okay.
Good. 'Cause I need you calm. No matter what happens, we gotta stay calm.
Shink! A scythe tears through Holden's throat from behind. Blood splatters the windshield. Dana screams. She glances back to see Father Buckner. He's right behind them, having crept up from his hiding place in the Rambler. He growls as he tries to dislodge his sight from Holden's throat. Schlock! It pulls it free. Arterial blood spraying everywhere, all over Dana. Father Buckner pulls his sight out, and Holden falls forward, slamming into the wheel, sending the Rambler out of control. It careens off the road and crashes right into the lake. Smash! The front windshield shatters, lake water rushing into the cabin, blasting Dana straight back into her seat. Dana struggles underwater, panic in her eyes. She looks over to see Holden, still barely alive, staring back at her. As he stares at Dana, his hands go slack, and blood gushes from his throat, clouding the water around him until he disappears entirely. Dana begins desperately searching for a way out and grabs hold of the ceiling hatch. She throws it open and begins swimming out, but bam! Father Buckner grabs her ankle. She thrashes with everything she's got, kicking him as hard as she can in the face, knocking him back. She breaks free, rocketing upward out of the hatch. Beneath her, the van disappears into the inky darkness of the lake below. She nears the surface. Any moment now, and splash! A beer breaks through the surface of the ice water of the little cooler the boys had stashed by the console. We're back in the control room, and Sitterson tosses it to Hadley and pours out 2 more for Lennon himself.
God damn, that was close.
Photo fucking finish. But we are the champions of the world. True?
He holds up a beer. Truman shakes his head.
I don't understand. We're celebrating?
They're celebrating. I'm drinking.
Points to the big monitor where, on the screen, we see a bloodied, exhausted Dana swimming through the lake towards the shore.
She's still alive. How can the ritual be complete?
The virgin's death is optional, as long as it's last. All that really matters is that the virgin suffers.
Sitterson steps up beside him, watching Dana on the screen.
That she did.
You know, I'm actually rooting for her, believe it or not. Kid's got spunk, which is more, Hey guys, come on in!
A few workers are at the door, holding out a bottle of tequila. Exterior, dock, night. Dana grabs hold of the wooden dock. It takes every ounce of strength she's got left to pull herself up out of the lake. She rolls on her back, gasping for air. She's alive. She made it. And just as she breathes a sigh of relief, wham! Matthew's bear trap splinters the dock just millimeters from her head. Back at the control room, we see Dana fighting on the monitors for her life with Matthew. But with the notable exception of Truman, nobody really seems to be watching anymore. People from other departments have trickled in, some with drinks, bags of chips, and there's an office party vibe, even music playing. Hadley is talking to a couple of excited lab coats.
When the van hit the lake?
Oh, and the zombie, the water rushing in?
That's Primo Terror.
Would have been cooler with a merman.
Sitterson heads towards the demolition guys.
You knuckleheads almost gave me a heart attack with that tunnel.
That wasn't our fault.
I'm just giving you a hard time. Come here. Let's give you a hug.
No, seriously, that wasn't on us. There was an unauthorized power reroute from upstairs.
Sitterson stops mid-drink, frowning.
What do you mean upstairs?
Just then, a piercing ring fills the air. Sitterson's face falls. His eyes dart towards the back of the room where a single red phone sits on the wall. As the crowd goes quiet. Sitterson looks to Hadley. They lock eyes, color draining from their faces. Oh, shit.
Turn that fucking music off.
Someone stops the music. The workers glance at each other, tense. Hadley grabs hold of the phone, taking a deep breath, and then answers it.
Hello, sir. That's impossible. Everything was within guidelines, and the Virgin is the only... No, of course I'm not doubting you, sir. It's just...
Hadley's face falls as his eyes dart up to the view screens.
one.
Exterior docks, night. Wham! Dana's body hits the dock hard. Matthew's bear trap shatters the wood beside her, the dock now in splinters. Dana looks terrible. She's sopping wet, battered and bloody. Clearly, Matthew's been kicking the shit out of her. Dana can't even stand. Tears in her eyes, she tries to crawl away. She sees a broken dock plank beside her. Maybe it can be used as a weapon. She reaches for it, and Matthew steps down on her arm. Dana cries out. As she tries to struggle, Matthew bears down. But with Dana, she realizes there's nothing more she can do. She's as good as dead when, ka-ching! A shattered bong pipe catches the chain from behind and yanks it back. Matthew jerks in surprise. He stumbles backwards, crashing down the dock. Dana rolls to her feet, looking back to see Marty. His clothes are doused in blood. The wound on his back looks pretty nasty, but he's still breathing. Dana can't believe her eyes.
Marty!
But there's no time for tearful reunions. Matthew's beside them, struggling to his feet.
Dana, get away!
But she doesn't run. As Matthew yanks his chain from Marty's grasp, Dana grabs hold of the dock plank beside her. She swings it with all her might right at Matthew. Crack! Hits him square in the face. He pitches backwards off the dock. Splash into the lake. Dana joins Marty, and they take off. Sploosh! Matthew reemerges from the lake and begins chasing them.
Come on!
Exterior cabin night. Marty and Dana race towards the cabin.
Where are we going?
Wham! Up ahead, the front door of the cabin flies open. Framed in the doorway is Mother Buckner, that hoe. Dana and Marty jump, scared. As Mother Buckner steps out of the porch, Marty pulls Dana to the side.
This way.
They bolt around the side of the house, heading towards the back. Mother Buckner follows. Exterior cabin. Marty and Dana race around the corner of the cabin. Up ahead, we see the edge of the grave Judah dragged Marty into.
We're going in there.
Schlop, schlop. The sound of Marty's wet feet ring out as he comes around the other side of the cabin.
Just keep the faith right now, sister.
Squish! In the forest up ahead, patient Buckner breaks through the tree line. As Dana sees Mother, Matthew, and Patience all closing in on them, Marty kneels by the hole in the ground and opens it further like a storm door. On top, sods and leaves. Underneath, smooth, clean metal. Looking apprehensive, Dana slides in and Marty slams the door shut on top of them. Patience bends down trying to open the door. She lets out a chilling cry of zombie frustration. Beautiful. Interior underground space. The sound of Dana's breath echoes off the metal walls of this small dark chamber.
What is this place?
She steps on something soft and jerks back as she realizes it's Judah's hacked up face. He's been completely dismembered and piled up in the corner, but his bits still twitch.
Yeah, I kind of had to dismember a guy with a trowel. What have you been up to?
She looks at him, bewildered and despairing.
Nobody else, huh? I figured.
You figured everything.
Not even close, but I do know some stuff. Look.
He goes to the door on the floor and slides it open. She looks down. It's a small metal elevator.
It's an elevator, okay? Somebody sent these dead fucks up to get us. Okay? There's controls inside, but there's maintenance overrides in there, okay? I've been messing around and I think it'll get us down.
Do we want to go down?
Where else are we gonna go?
She hesitates, then scrambles down into it as he moves to the open panel.
All right, get ready. Timing on this is pretty tight.
Interior elevator. Marty flicks a switch and dives for the entrance as the elevator whirls to life. He barely makes it, one of Judah's arms falling in with him. The two of them do the get away from it dance, even as they brace themselves against the sudden plummet.
Ah, fucking zombie arm!
The elevator starts down as a tremor shakes the cart. It seems to go down a long while, then abruptly stops. They look at each other. Nothing opens. Then it starts moving again.
Moving sideways?
Dana is leaning against the glass when the elevator suddenly comes abreast of another elevator, also with a thick glass wall, and stops. And then a ravenous werewolf leaps at her as she turns. She jumps back as it hits the glass, clawing it and drooling. Marty stares in disbelief.
So, no.
The elevator moves sideways again, revealing a gigerous alien hanging from the ceiling behind them. It jumps onto the glass and sticks there, freaking them out again. The elevator continues to jerk and move, revealing all kinds of different horrors.
We chose.
What?
In the cellar, all that shit we were playing with, they made us choose. They made us choose how we die.
We pull back to reveal hundreds, if not thousands, of creatures, all in similar elevators, including a creepy guy with a machete and a creepy guy with a machete's mom. Interior control room. Everyone is cleared out except Wendy and our gang. The men are going through every part of the building on their screens, moving fast and frightened. Citizen watches 9 constantly changing views of monsters in elevators, looking for the kids.
We saw them go down the access drop. They have to be in one of these. Internal security should be able to... I don't care if that's not protocol. Are you fucking high?
Hadley, over this, is looking at halls and stairwells, many of them being swept by security teams, talking onto an earpiece.
It's the stoner. No, you can't touch the girl. If he outlives her, all this whole fucking thing goes to hell. Take him out first.
Cleanup says the prep team missed one of the kids' stashes. Whatever he's been smoking has been immunizing him to all of our shit.
How does that fucking help us right now? Yes, if you have a confirmed kill, you can take her out too.
There!
He's looking at the elevator screens. Citizen freezes them from changing, then puts their screens all on 9.
3606. Gotcha.
Bring him down.
Interior elevator continuous. Marty's holding Dana, who's breathing as hard as the elevator goes down. It stops at the door and opens to a sort of a lobby. Instantly, a guard is stepping 1 foot in, gun at their heads.
Out of the elevator. Step out of the elevator.
Why are you trying to kill us?
Step out. Just you.
Just me?
Do it!
He moves forward and shoots his arm and grabs his foot. He wigs, shooting at it. Dana takes the moment to rush him. He lifts the gun and Marty knocks the guard's arm so that his gun points straight at his chin and it goes off. The guard falls against the wall as Marty takes the gun.
Good work, zombie arm.
As the kids get their bearings, a voice comes over the loudspeaker in the hall. It's a good system, and the voice is surprisingly intimate.
This is all most unpleasant.
They all look around, seeing hidden speakers, not sure what to do.
I know you can hear me. I hope you listen.
Marty motions to Dana to stay quiet.
You won't get out of this complex alive. What I want you to try to understand is that you mustn't. Your deaths will avert countless others.
Interior control room continuous. Hadley and Citizen listen as well. On their screens, we see Marty and Dana in a corridor, and a SWAT-looking team creeping down another.
You've seen horrible things. An army of nightmare creatures. And they are real.
Interior guard station.
But they are nothing compared to what lies beneath us.
The kids see the shadows of the approaching guards looking for escape.
There is a greater good, and for that you must be sacrificed. Forgive us, and let us end it quickly.
Marty pulls at Dana, handing her the trowel as they head to the empty guard station. Interior guard station. They are closing the door behind them when it is peppered with gunfire. They slam it shut and lock it, keeping low even though the glass isn't cracking yet. Marty looks up. The lobby is full of approaching guards, SWAT-looking guys who have a steady pound of bullets coming. Dana looks at the console in here. There's a button that says Purge.
An army of nightmares, huh?
She hits Purge. In the hall, the sound of the elevators is audible. The lead guard holds his fist up.
Hold fire! Hold fire!
They finally do, and there's a moment of quiet. Suddenly, all the doors slide open. The men turn to look when countless werewolves, aliens, mutants, and robots pour out of the elevators at crazy speeds, decimating the men even as they begin to fire. It's a war zone in a second. Interior control room. There's a little chaos on every screen. Wendy is silent and in near tears. Truman has his weapon at the ready. Hadley and Sitterson are still working.
Why aren't the defenses working? Where's the fucking gas?
Something chewed through the connections in the utility shaft.
Something which?
Something scary.
The lights go out and the screens go dead. Something hits the door hard enough to buckle it. Interior guard station. The two are still cowering when something smashes through the glass and into the wall across. It starts unfurling. It's a dragon bat.
Shit!
She makes for the door, Marty right behind her. They open it up and head out, keeping low. The lobby is still a scary place to be, but there are more things killing and or feeding than looking for prey. They make their way across, Marty shooting a mutant in the eye. In the control room, the door is off its hinges, smoke filling the dark room. The scarecrow folk have almost overpowered Truman, their knife fingers twitching as he shoots them to no avail. He pulls out a grenade. Hadley grabs a submachine gun from a sliding drawer of weapons under his console. He's looking down into the space and firing cover shots into the smoky room as Sitterson is working the keypad of a secure trap door hidden under the carpet. Wendy Lynn stands over him, terrified.
Running out of time.
It's on emergency lockdown. I'm bypassing.
Truman's grenade explosion knocks Hadley off the edge and into the main space, lost in the smoke.
Hadley.
I'm close, I'm close, I'm close.
Hadley is on his back, dazed, hearing something slurping toward him in the smoke. He looks over to see a merman. Black fin and dorsal like a whale, black soaking hair, and black eyes. He puts a webbed hand on Hadley's throat as Hadley realizes he's about to be killed by a merman.
Oh, come on!
And it bites his face off. On the other side of the room, Sitterson and Lynn are concentrating on the trap door. We hear a ping.
Got it.
Sitterson swings the heavy stone door open as a tentacle wraps around Lynn and whips her up out of frame. Sitterson dives into the hole and pulls the door shut over him. He races down a ladder and and around the corner and right into Dana's trowel. He looks at her, confused by the blade in his chest. She looks stricken. He sees Marty coming up behind her, turning as he shrinks.
Please. Kill him.
He dies at her feet.
Shit. Come on. We have to find a way out of here before everything else gets in. Dana!
She looks up at him. He holds the gun out.
Here, it's easier with this.
She takes the gun and starts down the hall, gun held out. Interior, the chamber, continuous. Marty and Dana enter quickly. The room has a long platform down the middle. On the walls are 3 depictions of people, 3 outlined in blood. The 2 of them look over the edge on the platform to see a space of maybe 4 feet across that goes down into darkness. But there is a sense of something moving down there. The kids draw back from it.
There's no way out.
Look at these. 5 of them.
What are they?
Us.
A whirling sound accompanies a spill of light as a small circular hatch opens in the center of the platform, and up comes the director. She is older, distinguished, wearing a black suit. She's calm, almost affectionate, a total bad bitch.
That's quite right.
I should have seen it like you did. All of this, the old guy at the gas station, the out of control behavior, the monsters, this is part of a ritual.
The oldest.
A ritual sacrifice? Great. You just tie someone to a stone, get a couple fancy daggers and robes. It's not that fucking complicated.
No, it's simple. They don't want to just see us killed. They want to see us punished.
Punished for what?
For being young, it's different in every culture. And it changes over the years, but it's very specific. There must be at least 5.
She points to one of the carvings. It's a woman standing erect, holding open her robe, her naked body revealed.
The hussy.
That word.
She is corrupted. She dies first. The athlete, the scholar, the fool, all suffer and die at the hands of the horror they have raised, leaving the last to live or die as fate decides, the virgin.
Me? The virgin?
It's a fucking joke. I mean, she's a fucking homewrecker.
We work with what we have.
And what happens if you don't pull it off?
They awaken.
Who does? What's beneath us?
The gods, the sleeping gods, the giants that live in the earth that used to rule it. They fought for 1 billion years and now they sleep. In every country, for every culture, there is a god to appease. As long as one sleeps, they all do. But the other rituals have all failed.
There is a great rumbling. They all stagger a bit.
The sun will rise in 8 minutes. If you live to see it, the world will end.
Neither of them questions the truth of it. They stare at her for a moment.
Oh, maybe that's the way it's got to be. I mean, if you have to kill all my friends to survive, maybe it's time for a change.
We're not talking about change. We're talking about the agonizing death of every human soul on the planet, including you. You can die with them, or you can die for them.
Gosh, they're both just such enticing options, aren't they?
Marty looks over to Dana to see that she's pointing the gun at him.
Whoa, really?
Marty. The whole world?
There is no other way. You have to be strong.
Yeah, Dana. I'm feeling strong.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, so am I.
A werewolf leaps at her from the stairs and tears into her. The gun goes flying as she falls to the ground, trying to pull the beast off of her. The director and Marty both move for the gun and struggle themselves, but Marty finally gets a hold of it and without hesitation puts 3 bullets into the werewolf, sending it screeching back up the stairs. The director rises and tackles Marty. They wrestle on the floor, the gun just out of reach. As they fight, Dana breathes heavy up by the stairs, unable to rise. She looks over to see 2 small feet shamble by her, in old dirty shoes, the edge of a tattered farm dress swinging above the ankles.
Marty!
He turns. The director grabs the gun, and Marty spins the director on top of him just as Patience swings her hatchet, burying it in the back of the director's skull. Another tremor, and Marty kicks the director over the edge of the circle. Patience, unwilling to let go of her hatchet, goes over with him. Marty watches them for a moment, then limps over to the stairs. Another bigger tremor makes him pause, but it subsides, and he slumps in the corner next to Dana.
Hey.
You know, I don't think Curt even has a cousin.
How are you holding up?
I'm fucking going away.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry I almost shot you. I mean, like, I probably wouldn't have.
Hey, no, I totally get it.
As he continues, he lights up a joint.
I'm sorry I let you get attacked by a werewolf and ended the world.
He takes a long drag and holds it out to Dana. With a shaky hand, she takes it and hits it herself.
You were right. Humanity, man. Shit sucks. It's time to give someone else a chance.
Dude. Giant evil gods.
Wish I could have seen him.
I know, right? That would have actually been a good weekend.
Shit.
Suddenly, the biggest rumble yet happens. The floor starts bulging, cracking. Dana holds out her hand. Marty puts hers in it, squeezes it. They hold for a moment as an explosion of debris from below obliterates the chamber. Exterior, cabin, dawn. The cabin is leveled by a gnarled hand, bigger than the house, and on an arm 100 feet long, shoots up from the crust of the earth. Blackout. Blackout. The end.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Some technical difficulties, but yay!
I'm gonna go pee.
Oh my god, this is a lot stickier than I thought it would be.
Y'all, this is the heaviest thing in the whole world. Rocco said, "You want a gun?" and gives me this.
Holy shit.
What?
I can barely hold this. When I was holding it, I was like shaking.
What the actual fuck?
It's a paintball gun. Don't flag me. It's not anything.
It has a little orange tip. We're good. We're good.
Oh my goodness.
What a
Yay!
goodie.
Mine was totally real. This is genuine. Real.
Wait, but why was that so
Military
iconic?
issued.
I love that. So good. Out of my hair. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I had to squirt some red food coloring on my face. Oh my
God, the
goodness.
blood. So good, girls. So
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you guys look amazing.
Thank you. Okay, guys. So feel free to ask questions. You know how we do this thing where we ask questions. You can ask us anything. Thank you to Ken and Ashley. You guys are great. First
Yeah,
time.
so much fun. Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Yes. Everybody did so good. I love the moment when I lost my line because my script was like
There were a couple of those.
Yo,
more than
that
usual.
has never
For me,
happened
it
to me.
Yeah.
And I was
It's always a journey, you know? You never know what's gonna happen.
like, where is it? It's okay. It's a
It's
first for
fine.
everything, you know?
The worst was that you guys see that my lights went out, right? That was real. That was not.
Oh, I
me.
thought you
Like,
turned
my
it
lights
off.
went out. No, they went out.
Setting it up.
Tonight, everything is
Oh,
going off,
I
you
thought it
know?
was like the tunnel. Like it
Yeah.
looked
The
like it was
tunnel.
coming for sure.
I think he really went in for that tunnel scene.
Yes,
Yes.
you totally did.
Dedication.
Jhownee is a pro.
Oh my god.
He
Oh,
was
no,
like,
I
"Let
got
me-"
the fake one.
Oh shit.
Thanks, Matthew. Thank you, Dee. What are some fave lines from the movie?
Ooh.
Ooh.
I know.
Husband bald.
I was gonna say I know Ken's.
Yes.
Ken has
Got a
been
husband
saying this
bold.
like every day since we
Which line?
started it.
So great.
He's
Which line?
got a
Husband's
husband's
bold.
bowl.
Husband's bold.
I
Yeah.
think that might be my favorite one that's actually in the
That's
script.
gonna be that should have been the tagline for the movie.
When you watch the movie, though, I think my favorite part in the movie is when Tillerson says, "Yeah, whatever, Aquaman," and Hadley just continues to
love
stare at him so sadly as he walks away. Like, I think that's one of my favorite parts of the. Or when they're like, "I dare you to make out with that moose," and they're like, "Moose?"
Everyone's
Right.
confused.
That's another
Oh my
great
God.
fucking line.
My favorite line is when Jules is like, "Oops, I spilled my birth control all over the floor."
Actually, I think that's mine too.
It's so good. And then of course
Mine
Rocco
is,
delivered it great.
Yeah, Dylan's big speech of how he's going to save everybody is my favorite, actually.
Oh
Alright,
my
that's-
god, that's
That
fucking
scene in the
iconic.
movie.
I'm coming
That's
back
good.
with
You killed
cops
It's
and
so good.
choppers And big fucking guns.
See, I like it better when Dylan does it than when
Yes.
Thor does it.
Oh, thank
Same.
you.
I think Dylan, you
the
know,
intensity on your face, like I'm like, he's gonna save us, guys. We're all right.
So bad. Yes.
You know,
I
and
didn't
Dylan-
believe
Thank you.
Thor. I believe you, Dylan.
yes.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm not quite Thor, but I try.
You know, well, if they ever do the remake, I'm campaigning for you.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
We'll start a freaking, what's it called? We'll start some kind of petition somewhere. I forget the other one.
So
Yes.
when
The
I
cast
decide
right
to
here.
do the remake, I will cast Dylan as long as you're Jules.
Oh, you already know the vibe.
Yes!
Oh, man.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
I'm
loving
gonna
it.
make
Loving
it
it.
happen.
I told Celise I'm crop topping it all summer now.
Yes, he's in my crop top. Doesn't he look great?
Look at that.
Okay,
King,
Looks nice.
king shit.
Yeah.
Rocco and I are bearing all.
Hell yeah. First of all, I'm showing tummy. This is the first shirtless Dylan.
Dylan, no, it's not his first time.
No,
Dylan has
it's
been
not-
shirtless
it's
so
probably
many
not his
times.
Pretty much all of them.
Wait, you've been shirtless like
Yeah.
purposely?
And
all-
in his
like, when-
underwear as Dewey.
That one I remember, but
I
don't-
actually am more surprised when I see him with a shirt on.
That's the
I'm
correct
always
answer.
disappointed when I see him with a shirt on.
Yeah, Scream, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yes.
Shirtless? For
That
those?
was
Why
their
do I not
first
remember
one.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Jennifer's Body, I was shirtless.
Yaddy,
Yes.
yaddy, yaddy.
Goes
Wait,
on.
when were you shirtless in Jennifer's body?
During the sex scene.
Yes.
If only we had a montage right now to show
It's
every
just-
single
Yeah.
time.
That,
Just all
oh
my
my
sex
god.
scenes.
Could somebody make that?
Please,
For the
I'm
year
begging you.
anniversary.
Everyone
Oh,
watching, who wants to
Tablescreams.
make that?
Somebody needs to make a fan cam.
trying, baby.
Somebody needs to make a fan cam of Dylan with his shirt off to a Doja Cat song. Somebody do that.
Oh my god. That's fucking hilarious.
We'll do
That one's for the Zoomers.
It's a Patreon exclusive.
Patreon exclusive.
Patreon After Dark.
Thank you, Andy. I
Only
missed
Bill.
that earlier.
Oh no.
Oh, Larry's still here. Hi, friend. Come on, chicken. One last time in the hot
Oh my
tub.
gosh. So funny.
Iconic. Matthew, that line was iconic. So I'm actually going to ask, since this is Ken and Ashley's first time, I'm going to ask, so what was it like preparing for your roles? Was it fun? Did you try to do
I
your
mean, like-
own thing, or did you follow the movie?
I honestly because it was hard for me to separate from the film just because it's one of my favorites. So I've watched it
Yeah.
so many times that it was really hard for me to separate characters. But it was cool because for those of you that don't know, Ashley and I work Sledgehammer Horror together, but we don't get very much time to spend together. We work different shifts, and this gave us another thing to do while she was on break at work, or when we did have time together at home, going over the scripts and just having fun. And we had a blast. It was really, really a genuine good time. Except for the fact that we're 90-year-olds and we print off our scripts. So
Okay, I'm not the 9-year-old. He is a 9-year-old.
she's like, we can use a laptop. I'm like, what is this nonsense?
Yeah.
We're already
Wait,
using
wait,
the
wait, wait,
cellular
Ken,
phone. What
Ken,
do you
why didn't you laminate it this time?
Oh.
Well,
That
This
was
is
the
an
first
ongoing
The
joke I
first
have with
copy
Ken.
was laminated.
I'm
but-
just
Oh
gonna
my
say-
god, that's
Oh my
amazing.
God.
That's so Ken.
I'm being completely genuine right now. I instantly regret throwing that script on the floor. 'Cause it's going to take me 45 minutes to pick up all those
That's a
pages.
lot of papers. Well, I'm
No,
glad
I
you guys
a
had a
lot
good
of fun
time.
Too, preparing for it and coming on and meeting all you guys, and it was a lot of fun. So thank you.
Of course.
A little fun behind the scenes fact for those of you, obviously, that weren't here. Ashley had to do rehearsals.
Oh yeah,
At work.
I left
She
my phone in
did.
the closet at
Yeah.
work for sure.
Oh, was that a closet?
What?
It was a closet? I thought it was like a
Well,
break
it
room.
wasn't a closet. It was more like a room that has ventilators and stuff. It's so kind of was a closet, pretty much. Yeah.
Well, my favorite was when your kids were around, and then Ken would go, "You fucking fucks! You fuck the fucking fucks!"
Oh my god!
Oh, yes.
Oh,
She
When-
was,
yeah.
my-
yeah, she was like, why'd you say
6-year-old
that,
was
Daddy?
my 2-year-old's like, what'd you say?
You said that word.
What'd you say,
Can
Daddy?
I
Daddy, why are you
No.
talking like that?
So now she's saying that.
Yeah, she walks up to me every morning like, fuck you. Hi,
No,
I'm
no,
fuck-
she's
fuck,
coming
right?
through with the screwdriver, right?
Oh my
We're gonna
God.
eliminate. We're gonna liberate the cabinets.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Love
Lanessa, Queen, still here.
Yes.
I am sympathetic with the 90-year-old. I would have printed it also.
You know, you say that until
it kind of gives it a more legit feel to have it actually there in paper. Like,
I honestly wish I could print mine. It'd be easier to track my lines.
it's just a lot of ink.
you say that until I at 3 a.m. message everybody. I just did another crazy revision.
Oh,
and it's like
that's
2
true.
lines that are different.
I kept feeling so bad to tell Ken and Ashley, like, hey,
We killed the whole
script
tree.
edited
Okay.
again. You gotta print it
We
again.
planted 6 trees in honor of the 600 we killed.
We did.
Printed script for this cabin in the woods thing.
Every time I have like one demented joke in my head for at like 2 in the morning,
Everything
I'm like,
changes.
everything's I gotta reference the joke in the beginning of the script, and it's gotta land at the end. Comedy comes in threes. There's gotta be a bit in the middle.
Rocco wakes up in the middle of the night and is like, they need to say bussy. They
This
need to
is
say
No,
pussy more.
no idea. You had no idea.
this
Yo.
is exactly how I
The first
picture
one,
it.
like, I know what you did last summer. We had 50 versions of that script.
Oh,
It
yeah,
was a
because
nightmare
that was our
exactly.
first one.
Yo,
That was.
Yes.
Ken, that is exactly how it happened because
See,
literally,
but-
actually, the
The-
night
the
before
lit- that's what I'm saying. Like, I see you just like, babe, we need to pack Ligma. They need to pack Ligma. Where's the laptop? We're packing Ligma.
That is literally what happens,
No,
Ken.
literally, Celeste was like, it was like 2 in the morning. Celeste is going to sleep for work on a Sunday, and I'm like feverishly writing and trying to finish the script, and I literally go, babe, I gotta run this joke past you. Is it funnier if he says Natalie Tokman or Emily Blunt? And she's like, babe, I got work tomorrow. And I'm like, listen to me.
I picture you saying that, and then I picture Celeste looking like that Key and Peele sketch where they're sweating.
Accurate.
She's like, all right, well, what's the inflection? How is the delivery?
As long as we're packing Ligma, I'm fine with whichever one, okay?
It's funny because it's like you open it and you never know what crazy joke Rocco hit in there. Every time is a journey because
So-
there's always something new.
So that's actually kind of a joke. Actually, me and Dylan do this a little bit during the actual night, but kind of running gag is for everyone watching. Every time, every rehearsal, I'll try to slip a new version of a joke in, and see if it lands. And if it lands, I know I can't do it on the day of because nobody's gonna laugh at it again. So
Right.
I always have like one in the chamber, just kind of waiting for everybody.
I love that. I also imagine in your head when it lands, you're like, God damn it, that was good, and I just wasted it.
On you guys.
Damn, I
wasted
should have
the
saved
good
it for the
surprise on you.
show.
I'm thinking,
That was
oh, I'm
like-
fucking good. I'm good. Oh, I love it.
I was like, I
Also,
wish
sign
I
me
would've
up.
make up
first,
jokes during the
today.
live stream to try and make each other crack.
Dylan, you're great at that. You always kill me with them.
I try. Sometimes they suck.
I don't care how many times I hear it. Jhonee's director voice kills me every time.
Yeah.
Yes.
I,
Oh my
I
God.
have to hide my face every time.
Every time I do the old man from Family Guy voice, Jhownee just is.
Oh my
on
god,
the floor.
Lord
that's
Jhownee,
that's
No,
Jhonee's
Jhownee,
favorite
like,
thing.
I don't even got to say anything. I could just start speaking. Or actually, Jhownee was really the nerd voice was landing for Jhownee, which was really
Jhonee's
really
gonna
nice.
die right now.
Requested that one for at least like.
Wait,
What the hell?
speaking of
Hey, Bob.
accents though, can we talk about Jhownee as the director real
Yes,
quick?
Yes.
It was
This
the
like
classic
Dracula vibe.
The vibe.
A fucking
moment.
applaud to you,
love it.
boo.
Yeah.
You did great.
I
It
love
was so good because you can't just like be Sigourney Weaver.
Exactly.
Hey.
You really made it your own.
It was a great choice.
it kind of feels like that's what the character should have been. Like after watching
Yeah.
Jhownee do it,
Thank
I'm
you.
actually disappointed in Sigourney Weaver now.
right?
We're gonna have to have a talk with her.
Poor line reading.
You guys know that
Well,
she's
well,
like
if I
6
ever
feet
meet her, I'll
tall.
be like, listen.
Yeah,
let's
I've
do
actually
this.
seen her in person. She's very tall.
No
Really?
way, That's crazy.
Yes.
If
Well,
I ever meet her, I would be like, can you give me your best Dracula?
she's kind
I
of
need
scary
this,
looking
please.
in person.
Intense.
Yeah, intense is a better word. I'm saying scary, but
Yeah.
intense, very intense looking.
Fantastic.
D, you're
my
killing
God.
me with that. Bella
D,
Lucioni.
Bella Lucioni. Bella
D,
Lucioni.
we
love
love
it.
D.
We love to see it.
That's
Changing your
great.
contact name, Jhownee. From now on, it's just gonna be Bella Lucioni.
Oh
I
my
love
God,
that.
yes! I'm gonna
That's
do
so
that also.
iconic.
That's so iconic. I see Matthew quoting Scream right here. Has there been another goddamn rewrite? How the fuck are we supposed to learn our lines when there's a new script every 15 minutes? That
Oh,
seems
honey.
iconic.
Lanissa,
Oh,
tell your wife I said yes.
To
Yeah.
the Russian, yeah.
Whoa. I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know what that says, Lanessa.
Me neither, but yes, I love you too. That's what I'm assuming
It's
it means.
upside down.
We love Lanessa.
Wow.
She comes to every stream we stand. Thank you for being
Yes.
here, Queen.
Shouts to the regulars. We got a lot of
Lanessa,
people
what
this month.
time is it over there for you? I think Lanessa's overseas.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
My chat isn't updating. This is
Mine
Yeah,
is.
mine
Either,
either. It's
yeah.
weird.
I'm
I
not being
stopped-
able to
I didn't
see
even
that.
see. The last one I have is D's Bella Lucioni.
Me
Yeah.
Last
too.
thing I have.
Is there more?
Oh, I don't know. I thought
it's
there was
not.
more.
Yeah.
Weird.
I think it's.
But you know, I did got inspired by Dracula actually. I told Celise about this. I was like, I was going for Dracula in this one because I just love Bela Lugosi's Dracula.
It did.
Thank
It
you.
fits
Yes.
so well, though.
If your
Yeah.
name on all social media isn't Bella Lucioni, by the time this is over, I'm disappointed in you.
Oh my god, that's
Okay.
You really
so
fumbling the
iconic.
bag.
So
Oh
how
my
would you have done it if you were doing the director as Coffin Joe?
Let me think. I don't know.
Wait,
Uh,
I need to
he
hear.
he talks like this. Something like it's very over the top.
Everything is like this.
I cursed. I was cursed by Zedukai Show in real life. He cursed me.
Oh, yeah.
I love
With the-
that.
My mouth. It was so good.
You were honored to be cursed.
Mm-hmm.
A true icon.
Okay,
Oh, goodness.
iconic.
Oh.
Almost 5 a.m., girl.
Oh,
Thank
that's
you for
dedication.
being here.
Thank you,
Dedication.
everybody.
At my age, 5 a.m. doesn't exist unless you're going to like the early bird special.
5 a.m. doesn't exist.
At some point, I feel like you get to the age where staying up late becomes just waking up early.
Yeah.
Yes, for
Because
sure.
my parents are in their 70s and now my father's 80, and they just wake up at like 6. Like that's just the normal time, and
Yeah.
I'm staying up to like 5, so we almost have crossover. It's weird. Weird.
My mom's been sleeping for about 2 years now. She just doesn't want to wake up.
Ah.
Ken.
Oh.
We took it there. I love
Very
it.
dark.
Look. The thing is, I'm
Quite dark.
joking. She's not sleeping. She's burned up in ashes on my necklace, so it's better.
Oh.
Don't worry. She didn't
You
feel
know-
it. So
It's such a sweet sentiment, and the wording is what makes it so awful. I love it. That's the comedy there.
people at my mom's funeral thought I was an insane person. I had that. Here's what I did.
Oh my
Um,
god.
I had a picture of my mom, and I was like, "Look, this is her on Facebook 2 years ago, and this is her now." And then it was a pile of ashes.
Okay. Let me just tell you something. Be careful because the darker the joke, the loudest I'll laugh. So it's gonna be bad for me.
It's a toss up. It's a toss up between cremation jokes and the South Park and the Family Guy voice. Like one of those two things.
just
and
one or the
Jhowney's on
other,
floor.
yeah.
I'm just saying, like, my mom didn't want me to cry ever, so she would want me to be jovial at her funeral.
Yeah.
Just the little that I've known you, I feel like your mom seems like someone who probably would have been making those jokes already.
Oh my god, for sure.
I'm gonna
And
test
I've already
something
told
for
Ashley,
Jhownee here
and
right now.
This is not a request from me. This is a demand. At my funeral.
Stop
Yeah, okay.
it, Dylan.
Uh-huh.
God damn it.
I'm
All
serious,
right,
this
so
is
at your
a
funeral.
demand. If this doesn't happen, I'll haunt the shit out of her. At my funeral, I want the song If You Don't Know Me by Simply Red played, because I think that would be just amazing. You know, if you don't know me by now, you'll never ever know me.
I don't know that song. What's that?
I told so I told Celise at my funeral. That's amazing. I told Celise at my funeral that I have 2 requests. I don't remember the first, but I know the second was only to play Smash Mouth's album with All Star on it. What was it called? Nobody knows because nobody listened, but it's actually a good album. I'm telling you, I swear to God. And I told her it's got to be on repeat.
Smash Mouth or Twice?
The first request
right,
was to make sure that you were painted green and had pointy ears coming out.
And my coffin has to be the shape of a like a little shack in the swamp.
Right.
That's the whole
and when you walk in, how they usually have like the epitaph. It says, "This is my swamp now."
I'm gonna get a little tattoo right over here. It's gonna say, "This is my swamp."
Oh
Rocco
my
is love,
God.
Rocco is life.
Yeah. Rocco is love. Rocco is life.
Well, I
Welcome
told
to my
Celise that
swamp.
the wedding has to have Twice. The funeral has to have Smash Mouth. Important distinction.
Oh.
See,
Very,
for my
very
funeral, I want to be served as the refreshments.
Oh my
well,
God.
You are a snack, so. You be
The whole
cake.
damn meal.
Or just imagine it, you know, because like if they could put that shit like a little bit like electricity in your head, and just like every now and then have somebody push a button so your eyes flash open. So, like your family's up at your coffin, like I'll never forget the what the fuck.
No, it's a bit. It's a bit. You're on.
Wait, that's freaking great. I need to write that down. Every single time. Okay.
My God.
How would my character?
I
die
was
in a
just gonna
horror
read
movie?
that.
Yeah, we all had the
Oh.
same.
How would your character
Oh,
die in a
no.
horror movie? Ask
Whose
Matthew.
characters? What?
Oh, jeez.
Death by Ligma. No,
Wait, which
You know what?
character? Our characters from this movie, or
For us.
yeah?
what was that movie where there's like a sexually transmitted disease that everybody's getting?
It follows.
What was
It
that?
follows.
No, not. Well, actually, yeah, It Follows, but not It Follows. There's another one. It's like this weird virus that
Contracted?
everybody's
Is
getting.
it contract?
I think
Contracted.
it might have been
Contracted was
Contagion.
like a
Whatever.
really
Anyway,
No, no,
that
no.
girl literally dies of
Contracted.
ligma.
Different.
I think
Was
if
it
it's with the girl, I think it is contracted.
Contracted.
You just brought up something that I always say. Like people ask me, like, "Hey Ken, if you were in a horror movie that you know you could survive, what would you be in?" I've been married for 17 years. I would be in It Follows. My ass is safe as fuck. Nice as shit. I'm good.
That one would kill at my family parties. I gotta write that one down.
What an icon.
Rocco is safe as fuck for other reasons.
Boo. Boo.
All right,
I-
you just won.
Why-
You won.
Damn. You just won truth or dare or lecture, my guy.
No, you. How would you die in a horror movie?
Oh, I thought.
Rocco's the virgin.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I see what
I
you're
butt
saying,
kissed the girl.
Matthew. You mean like us individually, like not okay. So I have to think about that. You guys, anyone here on the panel?
I
Any
think-
thoughts?
I think I would. Okay, so I would probably be typecasted, as like an Italian character. So they probably kill me. It would probably be some vaguely stereotypical like mafia related thing. That's how they would kill me. They would just. I'd be in a diner or something, and they'd kill me like that.
I know
Like
for
poison
sure
ivy.
that I would be a man that was murdered by his wife and like put in a river somewhere.
With cement.
No, I ran into a door. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, Ashley.
He tripped putting up the Christmas lights.
You don't put up no Christmas lights.
She said, "No, I killed him. That's what happened. I killed him. Don't let him fool you. He didn't do shit. He wasn't.
So
he
that
didn't
means-
fall in the oven."
That means Ashley just wouldn't die then.
Right, I would be the final girl. For sure.
Yes, Sledge.
Yeah.
The final girl.
So that was actually gonna
Yeah.
be my answer because I'm not dying in a
Ooh.
horror movie.
Girl
I would
boss.
also be the final girl.
Girl boss. You do
Girl
have that, girl.
boss, gaslight, gatekeep.
She's a hashtag girl
Yes.
boss.
Girl boss.
Hashtag girl boss.
Sound the
See,
girl
it's funny
boss
'cause, like,
alarm.
I would like to think that I could be a final guy. I would like to think I could be a Daryl or an Ash.
Yes.
But, like, I want to move if I see a spider. You know, like Ashley told me, she's like, there was a mouse in our shoe room. I was like, okay, I'm moving in with Mark.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I jumped so high on the counter when I seen that thing.
So
So
what would happen if 10 zombies were running at me? I would shit, piss, cry, sneeze,
I
burp,
think
fart, and die.
mouses are scary.
Ken, I don't believe it. I
would
don't.
offer my kids.
I
They're
know
young, my kids better.
you.
me some
No, you would like be that guy who would get like all your like weapons out of the garage and just like be fighting shit. I do not believe you.
Ashley's like,
Oh, she's like, no. Oh shit. Maybe Ken here puts on a different persona.
right, and the minute we exit out, I'm like, Ash, I'm sorry if I made you upset. Thank you for letting me look okay in front of the people on the screen. I hope you have a great Mommy's Day tomorrow.
I
Please
like
don't
that
hit me.
I was hyping you up and then Ashley was like, nah.
I know, she's like, don't let this motherfucker fool
No,
you.
no.
Huh?
I-
No,
Right.
I'm kidding.
Do I need to remind
think
you
I'm
where
gonna-
you come from, Ken? Is that what needs to happen?
I think I'm going to rescind my answer. By the way, I think me and Dylan collectively, because we're definitely this character, we would both be like the soft final girl's boyfriend who dies in a tragic way, but we always get stabbed, so we bleed out in the arms. That's me and Dylan.
That's
100%.
That's
Wait.
a better answer than I had because I was thinking originally I would sacrifice myself and then immediately regret it. So be like, you guys go, I'll hold them back, and then be like, fuck no, come back for me.
Wow. I always think of other people before myself.
Right. You guys
do a
go out,
therapy
hold them
session.
back. Never mind. Go get them.
Yeah. And that's why you die, because I am going to live. Not even if I have to left everyone behind, but I will. I'm going to live. Thank you.
Jhonee's girl bossing it too.
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
Jhownee.
What's a horror movie that you guys know you would survive? You know, you're no matter what, you're fine. You're good.
Any slasher. I would survive any slasher movie except for Final Destination and a zombie film because I would shit myself and die right there.
What's that one where they go and they go down in the mines and they're like climbing and shit, and then
The
the thing is
Descent.
killing
The
them? The
Descent.
Descent. I know I would survive the Descent because I would not descend. I do not do that. I would not be descending in the first place. That's stupid stuff. Like, best case scenario, you die because you get stuck. Worst case scenario, you get killed by some monster. Or you could just go to a movie with your friends. What do you do? Go play baseball or something. There's any other option besides descending. And any ghost movie because I don't fuck around and find out.
Oh, true. I'm going to say I could survive Gremlins because I'm a fucking good pet owner.
Oh,
Oh shit! I forgot to
No,
water
you
Huey.
remember
Follow the
midnight?
rules.
Damn, I'm trying to think of which one I can survive. Y'all, I don't know.
What about you, Grace?
Wait,
I
I.
like Leprechaun or something. He's not that tough. I think I could take
That's
him.
so good.
Leppy.
Yeah, you can take Leprechaun.
Yes,
Yeah, for
Leppy. That's
Yes.
pretty fair. I think I could survive a Leprechaun movie. After Melissa and I had to watch all of them for the stream. Well, she didn't
I
have
like
to,
the
but she
original.
did with me so that I don't
Oh,
suffer alone.
you pulled her into that nonsense, did you?
Yes, she
What a
wanted to be a
friend you
part of
are.
it.
Yeah. But we made her watch them, so
Oh,
yeah, that makes us worse.
No, it was great. We had so much fun though.
Yeah.
But yeah, fuck those movies, right? Sorry.
That's even worse. Like, at least you got to talk about it. Melissa had to sit in silence. Like,
No,
that's
she.
what this whole thing is been. This has actually been getting ready for the therapy session. Like, Melissa, we know what you've been through, and we're
I'm
here.
really sorry.
We're
Melissa
all here for you.
volunteered. She actually volunteered to watch them with me. I didn't even ask her. I don't think.
Melissa,
right?
what's going on in your life to where you thought that was the best scenario?
Girl, you are muted.
Oh, poor thing.
He's like, I'm wondering why you guys haven't answered me in 20 minutes.
It's the curse of the mute for her.
Okay,
Oh my
Melissa, just
Do
talk and I'll do your voice, okay?
Okay, I was just gonna.
Oh, you're back.
It's back.
That was God's way of saying
love
this is not going to be okay.
I wasn't sure if it was gonna echo because my AirPods died on me, and then I'm like, okay, let me grab these because these are the only Razer headset in my house that actually I don't have to do a million things to get them to work, and the mic isn't working.
I was waiting for the robot voice. I'm disappointed now.
No, that only happens on
yeah,
StreamYard.
Yeah.
Oh.
True.
That's a StreamYard exclusive.
StreamYard exclusive.
Where was I? Yeah, I kind of volunteered myself because I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a rough one, but I feel like we'll make it fun together if we suffer through it together like we usually
Right,
do.
right.
Yes.
After the first movie, you're like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah, we're like,
So,
I think I remember the second one. We don't gotta watch
This
that.
is so true, though. We were doing that. We were like, do we have to watch that one? I kind of remember it.
Let's not do
Like-
it.
I know I said this during the stream, but I don't think anybody really understands how super legit pissed off I got in Leprechaun in Space when they were like, this isn't so bad. Have you been to Detroit? I was like, come again? Say it again. Say it with your chest.
I remember you were so mad you put the hat on and stream. Shut up, Ken.
A Leprechaun movie is going to talk shit about the D?
Ken, an icon.
Worse than the
Please
whole
check
movie.
out Sledgehammer
Who am I not,
Horror.
sir?
Oh, that's a good one, Matthew.
Oh, where are we at? Question.
that?
How
Alright,
would your character
just caught my
first
eye.
be introduced in a horror movie?
Oh.
Opening, victim, having sex, eating, etc.
Oh, I want to go in like a badass. I want to be the one weirdo that knows everything to survive. And then I pull up and I'm like blasting like some Slipknot or like either that aspect, or I'm like blasting the Cure. Like
That's good. I have an idea. Okay, so since I've been super obsessed with Giallo, I'm gonna say that my character would be introduced super Edwidge Fennick, and I would open the film with like a super erotic sex scene.
In a robe.
In a robe, eyeliner, looking like a baddie. Come on.
Somehow you just woke up with the
Come
eyeliner.
on. Makeup
already
flawless. Just
you
woke up.
can do
Drinking
every-
JMB. JMB on the rocks. Having sex with George
I'm just-
Hilton. Boom.
I'm just
Oh,
saying,
wow,
I
geez,
would
Rick.
be like one of my favorite slashers of all time, Arnold Schwarzenegger in The Terminator. I would just be there naked in a ball, just stand up like, sup, y'all?
Yeah.
Gotta do this or what?
Ken,
I
this
ain't gonna be
fucking
back 'cause I'm here,
stance.
bitch.
Dylan, tell us about yours. Do you have
Probably a cute little mogwai would turn into me. But
Is it because I get you wet after midnight?
oh baby. No, I
You
think
don't need a huff
so.
and puff.
So probably how I'd be introduced is that point in the movie where there's the haunting going on and somebody goes, I know a guy, and they call me, and then I'm like a comic book store owner.
Oh my god,
You know what I
that
mean?
is
Like
accurate for
amateur
you.
paranormal investigator.
That
and,
is so
and, like,
accurate.
They go in and they're like, this guy's a little weird. And you're like, all right, I'm telling you guys. This is exactly what's going on. Reminds me exactly of. And then like, you
That
just go
one
on this whole
time.
big rant.
It's a mummy.
And you'll be wearing that same outfit.
Exactly this.
It's seminal.
Oh my.
Guys, I just realized how often we typecast ourselves.
That's like my fault since I usually cast you guys.
I will always say this, like, I used to be such a behind, like, the camera kind of person, and it's like after doing this, I've kind of gotten out of my shell again, and I realized I'm like, it's
Yes.
cool. I want to be that one goth baddie in the background that's just there in a horror movie. I don't care if my character gets killed off or if I'm just in the background. That's my goal. Hi, call me. What's good?
And you're just there looking unapproachable the whole movie. Just
I just walk in like a badass, and I'm just there. Like, I go out in
I'm
a way.
totally the opposite. I would like a slow motion kind of thing. Me dressed in black, smoking a cigarette, getting in with the metal.
That's so
Oh, yeah.
Jhownee.
That's me, letting you know that I'm trouble.
I love it. I love it.
I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I think that if I was introduced in a horror movie, I would be walking downstairs in a black leather jacket saying, what else is a basement good for? A sex dungeon? That's how I think I'd be introduced. And you guys can watch the movie Bride of Killer Pinata coming out on Amazon Prime.
I can't wait!
How you're introduced.
Wait, seriously. Yeah, seriously, we have to talk about this. This is amazing. Ken is going to be in this movie called Bride of the Killer Pinata. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
I think if I was going to be introduced in a horror movie, I'd be walking downstairs in a leather jacket talking mad shit about a pinata. That's what I think.
I think I would be like the one that's underestimated. Like, okay, she's timid, but then I'm like, pulling the guns out and like killing people.
She'd be the
yes!
one that's, timid.
Yes!
You're
Jenna Ortega in X.
And cut off your
yes!
On your bed, but I'd be like killing some people, killing them.
Kill them all.
Yeah.
I think if I was gonna get introduced in a horror movie, I don't know, maybe. So exterior, Nassau Coliseum.
Oh
after
my
the
god!
Twice concert.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I tried to get Celise to go and tailgate the Twice concert with me. And she said no.
God.
She said no. We didn't have to pay for tickets. We were gonna tailgate it. She said no. I am offended still to this day.
You want me to give you the real answer, Rocco? How you'd be introduced in a horror movie?
I'd be a meatball trope.
You'd run up on campus and be like, "Hey, what's going on, guys?"
Oh my! He's that one friend.
What's going on, guys?
That is so true.
I just get done getting my ass kicked at a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament, and then
I like to think that all these introductions are all in the same universe somehow, like all fit in.
Yeah.
Right in the same movie.
Wait for the original Tablescreams to come up, and then we'll talk about it.
Oh my god!
Yes,
So
we
fun.
do have to do that. Oh hi, Lev. Look at that's my girl. That's my girl. Her name is Lev. 11. Lev.
Yeah.
My girl. She looks miserable.
She's like,
My favorite thing about these table screams is the inside jokes that come from scripts and rehearsals. I miss y'all. Oh, Matthew, you are missed as well. I love Ashley and Ken. They're awesome. They are. We're very lucky to have them here today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes! Oh my god, I'm so excited for this Bride of the Killer Pinata.
I can't wait to see that. I
No,
gotta
I can't wait.
rewatch.
I have to watch the first one. It's on Amazon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll watch it tonight.
I'll join
You
you.
should.
I'm down.
Yeah! See, she always wants to join me. I'm not at fault.
I seriously wish you guys lived closer to us because, I'm totally. We have this big, huge movie theater projector, and we're gonna be playing it outside on our barn.
That
we're
is
gonna have this huge opening night party. Oh my god, I wish you guys were closer to the D.
That's so cute.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I wish I could go. What? That's iconic.
I wish I could get into details about other stuff, but since we're live, I can't. But
Yeah.
privately, once we're done, I'll fill you guys in on some other stuff. But I can't wait for you guys to see this.
It's gonna
it's
be
gonna
great.
be fun.
My corn syrup is drying in my eye.
I can't wait. Team Badass Girls. Oh my god. I would be so
Yes.
stereotyped the half-naked flirtatious diva that everyone expects to die and then turn full Project Alice.
Wow.
Oh my God,
I
Lanessa,
love
you're an
it.
icon. I love Lanessa. Matthew has another question. What would your character's iconic line be that would be made into t-shirts? These are like very difficult questions for somebody
These
who
are
has no
tough.
brain like me. So, you know, all the men on here
Easy.
would easily say I have no brain because I'm a girl.
Yeah.
That could be your
Mine,
line.
I'm
stop it.
getting fake blood
Stop
in
it.
my eye. I'll be right back.
I'm kidding.
Mine would say on the front, "You can't bury me in that cemetery," and in the back it would say, "Cause I'm not dead yet."
That's
my
yeah,
God.
we talked about this shit earlier.
Go watch
And
Riders.
the Ramona Pet Cemetery would come on.
Oh my god. What would
Um,
mine be? Damn.
I got one.
Okay.
Tragedies are like a surprise party. They wait for me to turn up so they can happen. You know?
I'm
Thinking
sorry.
about it.
That's
Jhownee,
pretty good.
why is that so you?
That's pretty good.
It is. Thank you. But it's so me.
Oh my
Mine
god.
would just say,
He's like,
D.
"I've
Little
never
thoughts,
written
just
that in my
vibes."
diary."
Iconic. D just said that my response was iconic. I want that on a shirt. Okay, yeah, it'll be
I
that.
agree.
This girl has no brain. That would be on the shirt.
How would you stylize the How would you stylize that?
The
Yeah,
eh?
the back of the shirt would just be E and a bunch of H's.
With the with the tongue emoji.
Yes! Oh, come on. That's fucking great. That would be mine for sure. Oh my god. Wait, Dylan, did you say yours?
Oh god, this is a hard one for me.
It is. It's a hard question.
I feel like it would be
Is that the
something
quote?
like, "Why did it have to be hamsters?"
Hamster?
I mean,
What?
well, yeah.
Pussy
that's the
bopping and
question.
ghost
Why'd it have to
busting.
be hamsters?
Melissa, what's yours?
Oh, Christ. I don't know.
I know, it's a hard question. Matthew always asks, like, really hard questions.
I would probably
get
get
deep.
confused at some point and say something really dumb like how I would say in real life, and I'd probably be like, "My brain hurted." Period. I don't know.
My brain hurted.
I like how they started off as horror movie things, and now they just look like T-shirts that would be in Hot Topic.
Melissa, oh!
My brain hurted.
Yours would be like, you know how sometimes when we talk and we're just like talking shit and you're like, I'm confusion. That would be yours. I'm confusion.
That would be Melissa's
How
characters
is
like
this
reading
Arkansas
the
and
book.
this not Arkansas?
Oh my god. Ashley, do you have one?
I don't know. I'm thinking. I don't know.
Ashley's would be something like, "Nice try, bitch."
I love that one. Mm.
Not today, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Ashley's would be like, "Not today, bitch," and on the back be like, "Seriously, not today."
Or tomorrow.
Oh,
She
seriously.
ain't getting deweyed. Like, it's seriously not today. Okay.
Not today, bitch, but I'll check my calendar.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
That is,
I'd
that is
buy
definitely
that.
expensive.
Make that
We're
as
workshopping
Sledgehammer
here.
horror merch. I will buy it.
Write these
Okay.
down, Jhownee.
Jhownee, write these down. Come on. Executive producer, let's go.
Okay, what?
Jhownee, my executive producer. I have to
Joey's
be
like the
real.
court stenographer.
Jhownee gets me through so much of Tablescreams. If it wasn't for Jhownee,
That's a fact.
Tablescreams would not exist. We had a whole conversation and we came up with this thing together. So, like, shout out to Jhownee, our real one.
Strong little company.
Good job.
Love you, Jhownee.
We love Jhownee.
Jhownee, court stenographer, can you read back the minutes, please?
Can I do what?
What is that? Ooh.
Who? Where?
When?
What?
Matthew wants the quote you said, Jhownee, in the chat.
Oh,
I asked thought-provoking questions. Thank you very much. Oh my god, excuse me, Matthew.
Love it.
I'm just kidding.
He's like,
I'm crying. Yo,
second shirt.
I'm dead.
Lanessa, you
Hormonal
have to ask now.
induced.
Oh.
Vanessa, like, This chat is getting very horny on Maine right now.
Lanessa is a queen. We love her so much.
We love to see it.
Okay, you guys. Thank you for asking us all these really fun questions. And again, thank you to Ken and Ashley from Sledgehammer Horror for being here.
Yes, it was so much fun. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Thank you to Melissa Queen, Rocco, Jhownee, Dylan, my main
Thank
crew.
you.
Y'all are amazing. In July, we are doing I Still Know What You Did Last Summer as our 1 year Tablescreams anniversary. It's going to be iconic. Be there. Be there.
Thank you, everyone.
Good.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for coming out to another Tablescreams, and I hope you all have a very good night.
Keep it